Alright, welcome back everybody to more Breath of the Wild. Audio sounds good, which means, of course, I can focus on what I should be doing. Right, it has been a hot minute since we hopped into this file, so I gotta remember what we were doing. What's the map look like? Alright, we were messing around in a column. Oh, I'm not looking forward to doing that. And I know there's one there I can't do right now because I don't have the dragon scale from the one that's usually in here, so I'll probably go and do that. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. I am semi-caught up on where we are now. Wonderful. We already took care of this. I think we showed this off. Yep, you can buy ancient arrows if you've got the parts and the money as well to be able to create all that. Ancient blade saw. And the ancient set as well. You want ancient gears for that. Well, I'm not going to be too terribly worried about that. I don't think there's anything... Nope. Not for the main quest, nothing new. We still have to do that one at some point, the Blood Moon. I feel like I already did that one, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't believe you have anything. Here you, what's a guardian? No. Wake up. Just wake him up and then, wake her up and then leave. Be fine. Alright, First things first, before we head over here, I'm gonna warp towards the stable and save. I don't remember which is which, and I don't want to risk it, but first and foremost, we have some Amiibo to scan in, because we have not done that in a while. I've been using the same one periodically throughout this file, which is the Zelda one, the Smash Bros. Zelda one. But I also did finally unbox one that I forgot I had, which is the Amiibo for Link, the Brawl Amiibo, specifically. Or, Brawl, well, Smash, you know what I mean. Regardless, let's do some Amiibo. So we pick a spot. We tap a thing. We get some stuff. It's very nice. What's in the box? Soldier's Bow with durability up. Probably not as good as anything else that I have right now. Nope, not at all. Jeez. Alright. Because I don't remember what you get from this one, I'm actually going to look it up real quick and see what we can get. What does the Link Amiibo give us? There's a picture. There it is. Ah, here we go. Okay, so this is the one I was thinking of. Tap the button, pick a spot, set down the thing, if it cooperates, and yay! A familiar friend. This is what we truly came here to see. Don't tell me the internet's laggy now. Come on, get back up. Nope, you're not going to cooperate, are you? You gonna be picky today? Is that it? No? Maybe? Yes? Maybe? Are you gonna hold out? I mean, it's holding out now. It was just being really picky for a split second there. Maybe it didn't like me having my knee close to my computer. I mean, I did have that one computer in the past that really liked it when I vacuumed. For whatever reason, it loved the vacuum, so it wouldn't be that far out of reach to expect that. Regardless, yes, it is the one, the only, Link's true original steed, Epona, that I wish to register, and therefore you will need to talk to this man. Like, say, if you caught yourself a new steed, you want to register it? Yes, please. Gotcha. You sure this is the one? Gentle temperament, max bond already, 4 stars in everything. Not a problem. Charge registration fee, yada yada yada. Get you something bridal. Yes, that's fine. Thanks. Okay, please enter a name for your horse. Wait a minute. Isn't this Epona the horse of legend? What are you thinking? You can't rename a horse of legend. Pretty sure there's a law against that. So Epona it is? Heck yeah. We're not changing that. And we're taking Epona with us. Yeah. Looks freaking awesome, too. And it's nice to have Epona. Like, I don't use the horse as much, but, like, the fact... It sucks that it's stuck behind a paywall of an amiibo, but I love Epona. She's one of my favorite Zelda characters of all. Absolutely adore her. So, yeah, I would absolutely love to use her. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get to that point, but we'll see what we can do. It's going to be a little tricky to get to, but we'll do our best. There are not too many points left in Akala that we can go to, as there are only 3 shrines left here, and one of them we cannot currently do. For the record, for anybody that needed the refresher, I kind of just looked at the map. There's one out here, which is, of course, the maze. I'll probably cheat and use a guide because, it's a maze. No one wants to watch that. The one here, which is the one we're going for. And then there's also one somewhere in this valley, but you need a scale from the Fire Dragon to offer up to the Goddess Spring. And the Fire Dragon is usually in the Elden area, which is this chunk of the map right here that we don't have. So, for the time being, I'm not going to worry about getting that one. I'll come back when I actually have the scale for it, which means, thus far, I believe the only ones that we're missing that we don't have on the map is the one that's back here, which is a major test of strength. The one that is... I thought it was somewhere here. Yeah, the one that is right here, which is waiting for the Blood Moon, and then the one that I'm about to pass up here in a second. So, we're not missing too terribly many shrines. All we have left is this section here, the northern area, which is mostly tundra/Arctic area, and then the Gerudo area that is down here, that is divided into 2 pieces. So we'll figure out where to go from there. I'm kind of leaning towards the Arctic area first, just because it's a little bit easier to survive in compared to Elden, so we might do that first, but we'll see how things go for the time being. The Arctic was just more of a pain to navigate because the snow slows everything down, but I don't remember having trouble with it of like, oh, I'm running low on hearts or anything like that. The Elden area, however, I cannot say the same for. Is that an active one? No? I thought it would be. I guess not. A little bit closer here. And the top of that cliff should do. Oh, we better hurry though. I can see on the thing that it is about to rain. And I would rather not deal with the rain, thanks. This isn't really too bad as long as you get enough on your stamina wheel. And I might actually start upgrading the stamina wheel again now that I know a little bit more from another file that I did. Because I was going to have one that for fun, all I did was just upgrade stamina the entire time, like never upgrade health. So a 3-heart run with like a stupid crazy amount of stamina. And then lo and behold, I found out that actually you can only upgrade the stamina until it is 3 full wheels, and after that you cannot upgrade it any further. So that's kind of a bummer. Oh, we just barely beat the rain up here. Thank goodness for that. Alright, let's get out of here. What do we got? Oh, it's a blessing shrine, okay. Wasn't that much of a challenge to get up here. I'm kind of surprised by that. Flame Blade, heck yeah. Nope, I want that. Alright, what am I going to drop for that? I already have one, though. Yeah, I don't think we need the torch for anything for the time being, so... Alright. I actually don't remember how many spirit orbs we're at either, so... So now kind of what I'm thinking is I might just upgrade stamina all the way, and then just whatever's left we use on hearts. Because there are also foods that increase, you know, maximum, or like over your maximum. Mipha's Grace does that too. And it only goes up to the 2 rows full of hearts, so, like, I feel like I'd rather, honestly, max the stamina wheel. You can overdo the stamina wheel with certain things, too, but there's a finite limit for both. Unbeknownst to me at the time, now I know for sure. And so I just feel like I would prefer to do that. Alright, so that one is done. And pretty much at this point, that means the only ones that are left is the one that I can't do. I might go back and do the major test of strength now. There's not really a good spot to warp to. It's probably the Woodland Tower, actually, which is a little sad. Either that or one of these 2 shrines here. So we could do that as well. So I might go ahead and do that one. And the Blood Moon one, that one, unfortunately, is just a test of patience. But first, I'm going to go ahead and take care of the god-awful maze here. I'm not above pulling up a guide for this one, though. I do need to get the image up for all the shrines, because for those of you that have not been watching the previous parts, which are now all up on the archive channel, by the way, so those are available. I have played the game before, and I'm not using, like, a guide that's like, oh, this is exactly what you do for each thing. It's just giving me, like, a vague idea on the full map where they are, and then I just pin it and be like, okay, it's, like, around this area. Alright. Okay. So this is our first time on this file actually doing a proper maze dungeon. There are 3 of these in the world, and the other 2 are actually in regions we haven't been. There's one that's about right here, and then there's one that's in the bottom left corner as well. So this will be the first one we actually tackle of these. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to be a stinky little cheater real quick. I'm going to take the rain off, because if I do decide to climb at any point, I don't need the rain. And I don't want the rain either, so I'm not going to deal with the rain. Because I am, in fact, that horrible of a person. Love the rain in real life. Really fun to sit and watch while having a hot beverage. In this game, not so much. Sir, don't mind me. I'm just lighting a fire in your home. It's totally fine. Pay it no mind. Ah, the freaking Blood Moon. That's the downside to passing time, is you never know when the Blood Moon will rear its ugly head. I can see that it's still trying to rain on the radar. I'm not stupid, game. We're not going in there until, at the very least, I don't see any rain for the foreseeable future on that map. There you go. That's more like it. Alright. See, that's the price I have to pay for air quote cheating, is that I have to miss an opportunity on the Blood Moon again. Alright. Let's have at this. You can absolutely climb the walls of the maze, though. If you really want to, you can easily do that. Rivali's Gale will get you, like, if not entirely there, probably like 80% of the way there, so it'll be plenty. That looks like all you need is a little bit more than a stamina wheel. So if you've upgraded stamina twice throughout your playthrough, by the time you've got here, you've probably done that, unless you were doing a challenge run, so. Welcome to Lommei Labyrinth Island. A lot of this reminds me a little bit of the DS Island from Phantom Hourglass. Just a little, though. You've reached this point. Proceed onward through the maze, and you'll receive a reward. Is it not dealing with the maze anymore? Is that our reward? Trial of the Labyrinth. So first things first, I'm going to deal with his Guardian. I'm gonna get his attention and duck behind this corner here so he has to get a little bit closer to me. I want that. There we go. Bet you didn't see this coming. And there we go. Alright, that'll take care of that. You don't have to kill that guy, I just didn't want him following me around or having to deal with him, so I just figured that would be easier to do that. And get all this stuff. Alright. So, from where you first show up, if you want to kill the Guardian, go ahead and kill the Guardian. You know, kind of up to player preference on that. I would recommend killing him, though. But you are going to want to basically work to the back left... Let's try that again with actual words. The back left side, which is about here, is where you want to go. I guess I could have made this knight to run faster, but no big deal. So yeah, so go to the back left side, and you will just keep going down the corridors until you will find this block you can move with magnesis. That's how you know you're going the right way. I'm just going to lift it up. And over. Because behind that is a giant ancient core. So after you pick that up, let's see. Hey, get off that. There we go. So you're going to want to try to make your way to this block right here that's on the map by going through this set of corridors. And just keep going around until you find... a dog barking, yes. Until you find a dog barking. That's how you'll know you're going the right way. No, until you find a ladder with a torch on each side of it. That's how you'll know you're going the right way. So now you should find some stairs, sure enough. And there should be an opening here that's covered in thorns. Take a fire arrow to it. I don't think you actually have to do this part. This is just for a treasure, if I remember correctly. But if you would like a flame blade, you can get rid of those and grab that treasure right here. It's not even in a treasure chest, but, you know. I suppose this one has any... Nah, they're both the same, so whichever you prefer, really. Alright. So at this point, you're pretty much just following the direction you need to go. Kill some bats. I know they're called keys. We'll call them bats. And just basically keep going, and then you find the shrine. It's a pretty simple maze. You just basically need to know that you have to go to the back left. And at that point, if you just look around in that section, you're pretty much good. But now, pray tell, you might ask, what do you get for defeating a maze? Well, you get a piece of armor. Which is nice. You get part of the Barbarian set. In this case, the Barbarian Helm, which all those pieces will give you the attack up. And as you can probably guess, since there are 3 mazes and 3 pieces of the Barbarian armor, each one nets you a piece. You probably could have figured that out on your own, though. I do find it a bit strange that the Barbarian set is hidden behind mazes and not like major tests of strength. But I mean, whatever works, man. I don't use the barbarian set that often. As much as I love going offense heavy, I prefer to play evasive slash speed to offense if I have to pick between the two. So to me, it's a bit of a no-brainer. But additionally, if you would like, you can also come down here to the graveyard, I guess, is what you'd call it. It's sort of a graveyard. It's got lots of boys that'll wake up once you grab the treasure in here. And the treasure is a diamond circlet, which is Guardian Resist Up. It's dark red diamond with heart, which harnesses the power of light to reduce damage received. And then you make things mad at you. And I could fight those, but I think I'll pass, honestly. I was going to fight them, and now I'm kind of like, eh. So we'll pass on those. So yeah, there's the one down there we can't do yet. Do I want to try yet? I think I'm going to pass on it, honestly. I think I'll pass on the major test of strength that's hidden in the castle for the time being. So now we are left with the decision. We can either... I'm going to save the deep part of the Gerudo Desert for last. So we can either go here, towards the sort of Gerudo area, but not really. Up north to the northwest to deal with the Tundra area. Or we can deal with the Elden area. And the safest one to do is probably going to be the Tundra area, so that's what I'm actually leaning towards. I think we'll go ahead and do the Tundra area. There's a fair few shrines here, so we'll be able to pick up plenty of... Look at all those dots. Be able to pick up plenty of additional spirit orbs there. Be able to get some more health. Just because the Elden area is very draining on your health until you get the armor set. Because I know you can use elixirs to stop it, but I usually just kind of run through it, honestly. Because here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shrines, so... that will give us quite a bit to work with. Alright. Give me stamina. Something I don't remember, if you pick stamina, do you get your health back? Does it heal you? I don't think it does, actually. That would be a negatory. No, it does not. Well, luckily that's an easy enough fix, since we have a house in... if I can find it. So we have a house in Hateno. So we'll heal, and then we will head on our merry way. I'm trying to find a spot here that's kind of close to... where we're going. There's not really any too terribly good spots, though. To get in that area, you kind of either have to cross... I mean, you have to cross a canyon, pretty much, regardless of what you do. We do have some spots in Rito Village that we wouldn't have to cross that, but I feel like we could just glide it, and that would honestly work just as well. So, we may just do that. It is also going pretty well, Scarecrow. Thank you for asking. I might, air quote, question mark, not 100% sure... actually have a weekend off, or a day of the weekend off. Let's not get hasty here. And the last time that I had a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday off was June the 5th. So I'm not holding out much hope. But that said, it would be nice to not work Saturday because that would put me at 65 hours for this work week. And as much as I appreciate them bankrupting themselves for me, that's a bit too much work to do in 1 week. I'd like to actually be able to do something with my life. And what better way by playing Breath of the Wild? Anyway, yeah, I think we'll just go here. That'll probably be the easiest thing. And then we can take Epona, since we didn't get to use her much a little while ago. So yes, in theory, I might have... fingers crossed. I know. Gosh, finger, toes, eyes, everything is crossed. So the way it works, to keep it very simple in our workspace, is that every single night we have to have 4 people in each of the 4 stations. Like, we have to. There's no other options. And so for work, and I don't think they'll care if I mention names, because in this case it is just a name and not more. Oh, right, I forgot to get rid of that point. It is myself, Justice, Ryan, Nick, and Alpha, which is 5 people for full-time, and then we have 1 part-time person. I'm going to go ahead and pin that the stable here. The problem is, we need 4 people, and there's 5. Alex is our part-timer, and she can only work weekends because she's student teaching. Alpha is out because he's on religious holiday. And Nick is out because his wife literally just had a baby yesterday. So he's on maternity leave. Which leaves myself, Justice, and Ryan. And Ryan is our scheduler, who is the person that put us in this mess in the first place, along with many, many others. And he doesn't like working weekends, and because he schedules his own hours, he does not work weekends, because he does not want to. This seems to confuse the higher-ups, and they don't understand why he doesn't want to work weekends, and the answer is, or why he doesn't, and it's because he doesn't want to. It's literally that simple. There's no one that will stop him. There's people that could, they just choose not to do it because they don't want to make waves, but that's just making everybody else mad. Oh, I guess he was farther forward. Is it you? Yeah, it's you. Get out of here. So that means we've only got 3 people for 4 cottages, so a lot of the day staff has been having to take days that they don't want to take. And we are thankfully getting Alpha back on Saturday, so we'll be back and have another person. The problem is, because we essentially only have myself and Justice, we have worked either at or like within a couple days of 20 days in a row with no break at all. And so, like, it would be nice to have those a day off, because at this point, like, outside of occasionally streaming, it's pretty much I'm either asleep at my apartment or awake at work, and that's it. The only other time that I'm doing anything else is the drive there or the drive back. That's it. Yes, I want to take Pona. Take the Pona. Hopefully that's not a slur in some culture. It probably is. Who knows? Alright, so let's delete that pin. Can we see the tower? No, we're not going to be able to see it from here. There ain't no way. I just need a vague idea of where it is. It's, like, vaguely there. I know that's not very helpful. It's roughly in that spot. So that's what we'll go with. So yeah, like, even with us working all that and having Alpha back, that means, like, we'll have Alex and Alpha for sure. Ryan does not want to work the weekend, so he will not, because he chooses not to, and so he doesn't have to. Even though he's only working 3 days a week, while everybody else is working 7. But we're not bitter. It's not like we're all secretly trying to get him fired. And by secretly, I mean completely out in the open. Right, I forgot these guys respawn because of the thingamajig. Excuse me, I'd like to get up now, please, 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 please don't waste my stasis. There we go, I got one of you. Nope, not this time. I got you this time. You're gone. And so as a result, that basically means, like, I know 2 people are going to work that night, but, like, the odds of me working again is also extremely high. And it would be like, oh, shouldn't you know your schedule by now for Saturday? Yeah, we should. let's put it this way. One of my coworkers that works day staff. We'll get rid of that. Ooh, that's a... No, you're going to give that back to me, jackass. There we go. I like those royal broadswords. Those things are really good. I'm actually going to drop a flame blade for that. They're that good, yeah. He did not find out he was working a 9 o'clock shift on Tuesday night until 7:30 at night on Tuesday night. He found out in less than 90 minutes, technically. It was like 7:32. He found out 88 minutes before his shift started that he was doing a shift that night. 88 minutes. That's it. I wouldn't say like 100% of the problems at work are all caused by our scheduler, but like probably 95% of them are, and the other 5% are just the people above him that don't want to make waves. And unfortunately, as they'll probably be finding out very soon, if you continue to play the middle of the road, sometimes you're going to get run over. Because if you won't fix the problem, we'll just go to someone who can, like your boss, for example. So that's the fun that we're dealing with right now. And yeah, it's 100% a recipe for burning out coworkers, like, without question. Like, Justice and I are absolutely dead. And it has that, like, we're not even remotely mad at the people that want to take off time to, you know, be with their newborn child. Like, we can't be mad at that, and we're not going to be. Like, we should have had more people in the first place. Like, I mean, you know, you don't find out that you're going to have a baby 3 days before you have the baby. You know months. They had months to plan for this and did not do anything. So, no, this was completely on staff that just decided that they were going to do nothing. And now, much like a kid who didn't do his work for the science fair project, and the science fair is tomorrow, they're like, oh no, what do we do, what do we do, what do we do? And yeah. So basically, right now, the overnight's jumping through the hoops of, like, we talked to Ryan and we did not get any sort of response that anything's going to change. And then we talked to his boss and we did not get any response that things are going to change. So we're just going to keep going up the line until somebody does something. Because in my mind, it's not unreasonable to request to be like, hey, could we know our schedule in advance so we're not coming in last minute and, like, leaving kids that have had troubled lives without any adult supervision for multiple hours on end? And also that we can, you know, go and live lives outside of work? That's all we're asking. It's very, very reasonable things to ask. In theory, we're supposed to be having a new hire pretty soon, though. I don't know if they're part or full-time. I think they do their shadowing next week, I think. I don't know if they're full or part-time, though. But like even at this point, I will happily take a part-time. This is going to take too long. I'm going to just shoot fire arrows at it. That'll work. Aside from, like, constantly working, though, things have largely been pretty well. Obviously, because I'm putting in that much overtime, and yes, I have done the math, between my overtime and Justice's overtime, not our full schedule, specifically just our overtime hours, not the remaining 40 hours, they're losing about $3,000 a month on just our paychecks for just our overtime. So if it continues into holiday pay, they're going to, like, inadvertently bankrupt themselves at the rate they're going here. So, like, the fact they haven't taken a look at the numbers and just went, like, why is this person earning, like, $1,600 more than they should be on average for 5 months in a row? I guess they either didn't notice that, or they did notice it, and they just didn't care. But, like, from any sort of standpoint, doesn't matter what you look at it for, like, Emotional, physical, mental, psychological, financial, from any standpoint, it does not make sense. Not a one. Other than the standpoint of just being so lazy you don't want to fix it. Because it's not just a case of we've been complaining, like, we also gave them, like, simple, very easily fixable solutions of, like, this is how you could fix this, and it would be easier for everyone, for us, for you, literally for everyone, and they're like, nah. I have volunteered to do the scheduling myself, without a raise, like, it is a case of, I would rather have the peace of mind, rather than the promotion, or raise in salary, or whatever it would be. I would do it for the amount I have now. I would do it for no additional cost because it is that bad. And they're like, nah, that's not something we're really interested in. But you guys don't enjoy doing the schedule. Yeah, but it's not something we're really interested in. Like, that's just all we're hearing. So it's, you know, it's like talking to a turnip, basically. Like, there's no, you're not getting any response, is essentially what it is. But that's unfortunately kind of one of the things you have to do is you just have to go through hoop jumping. And so now, you know, whenever we have to go to his boss, it's like, well, did you talk to Ryan? Yes, we did, and we did not get a response. Did you talk to Roger? Yes, we did talk to Roger. We still got no response. So we've jumped through the appropriate hoops to actually go to somebody who will get it fixed. Because we straight up gave him the deadline of, like, within 2 weeks, we just, anything, like, as simple as, hey, we're working on changing the schedule in a couple weeks, so we just figured we'd let y'all know and just bear with us for a little while. Message that'd take 5 minutes. Yeah, they're 2 weeks. That passed on the 21st, which is 9 days ago, and still did not get a response. So, yeah, that should give you some idea where that's going. But moving on to greener pastures, as it were, I'm right about there, roughly. Yeah, we'll just mark the stupid maze. I know we literally just did one, but kind of keep them all on this side for now. And we'll start with red. I did get to finally see the Nintendo Direct. Most of it looked kind of cool. I don't know about that Mario movie, though. I think that's going to be one of those so bad it's good type of things. And I kind of hope it's awful. I don't want it to fall into, like, the Sonic movie territory where, like, when we first saw it, everyone was like, oh man, this is going to be awful. I can't wait to see it. And then by the end of it, like, it was okay. But, like, I would have preferred it be awful than just average. Because which are you more likely to remember? An awful movie or an average movie? You're more likely to remember an awful movie rather than an average movie. So I would prefer it be awful to average for the Mario movie. I mean, if it was phenomenal, great, but, like, that's not gonna happen. Like, let's be real here. That ain't gonna happen. There's no way. There's no way that will happen. However, seeing that they're gonna be releasing some of the old N64 and Genesis games for Switch Online, that I'm very stoked for. I cannot wait to have Gunstar Heroes. Very psyched for Majora Ocarina, obviously. Mostly N64 titles I was really excited for. The big one I'm ready for, though, is F-Zero X. Yes, please. That is a phenomenal F-Zero game for anybody that wants a bigger challenge compared to Mario Kart, but F-Zero GX is just too much, which is fair, because F-Zero GX is stupid hard. F-Zero X is hard, but it's fair. It is doable. F-Zero GX is nothing short of brutal. And it's just, like, it's fun, but it is aggravating at times. Oh, that didn't kill him. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm not going to fight these guys. I'm not going to fight him. You can push me down the mountain. I'm not going to fight him if they're not going to die. But I look forward to seeing what other titles they throw up there. Even Mario Kart 64, which, like, as most people know, that's one of my least favorite Mario Karts in the franchise. I'm not big on it. However, I do think having it on the Switch will be pretty cool. I don't know how much they're going to tweak it if necessary. I don't know if they're going to keep it kind of faithful to the original. That I don't know. But I am excited to see what else they'll put there. I would love having a portable Majora's Mask that's not the 3DS version. Because, as most people know, I love Majora's Mask. It is my favorite N64 game, and is my second favorite game of all time behind Super Mario Galaxy 1. However, I do not like that remake at all. The 3DS remake was not good. I did not like it one bit. Was not a fan. Everything they changed outside of like how the time sections work, where you can fast forward time by the hour rather than half day, that was the only improvement made to that game. Everything else to me was worse. And so like I just don't want to deal with that again. But if they're just going to straight up re-release it, then like yeah, let's absolutely do that. I'm more than down for that. Okay, I'm trying to find where the opening is here, and I'm not getting any... Like, that seems to be the direction. So I'm looking for, like, a bombable wall, something like that, and not seeing it. The new Kirby game looks promising. I was not big into Kirby growing up outside of Kirby Air Ride, which I love, and would absolutely adore having a second game. I know it's not going to happen, but that doesn't mean I don't love the game. I love Kirby Air Ride. So I was very excited for that. Obviously excited for the Mario Party. That wasn't in the Direct, but there's that new Mario Party coming out next month. Very, very hyped for that, for sure. I'm trying to think what else got shown. Feel free to refresh my memory, because I don't remember all the other stuff that came in the Direct. Oh, the, what was it called? I can't remember now. It was like the Chocobo Grand Prix game. I thought that looked stupid at first, and the more I watched the trailer, it kind of reminded me of Kirby Air Ride, so maybe it'll actually be kind of good. I would like it to be good. That'd be pretty amazing if it was, honestly. I'm just going to have to search where this one is. Ow! Alright, that'll give me a better location. I should be, like, right on top of it. Oh, I think I remember this one now. Okay. Yeah. Final Smash Bros. DLC, that I'm not too terribly invested in, but I haven't played Ultimate since 3 days after it came out. It's just under the waterfall-ish, so I'll put a pin, like, there. I got burnt out on playing it at launch, and I played the story mode and 100%ed it in under 3 days, and so that kind of burnt me out. And I have not touched it since, outside of one fight that I did at a convention just for fun. So that one I was... I would kind of rather hear, like, hey, we're going to re-release Melee. That would be more in my wheelhouse, but no, that probably ain't going to happen. Where the hell is this bloody thing? Well, I can't touch that water because it's going to kill me, so I guess I'm warping back here again. Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's true. There's a big update for Animal Crossing, which I haven't touched New Horizons in probably about 6 months, give or take. I think for that one, I kind of just saw the limit on that one for me, and that's kind of the case of the Animal Crossing games. I enjoyed it. I probably won't see that update unless there's something I'm like really, really invested in doing in that update. So, and if not, that's totally fine. I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is continuing to try to hunt for this dang shrine. I do remember this one being a pain, because it's like, it's hidden in a cave, but it's a cave where it's mostly freezing water around it, so you have to kind of like climb along the side of the wall to find it. Most of the time it's just a hidden spot you can bomb or something like that, or a moose you can kill. Don't let the meat freeze. There we go. Shoot 200 pounds of meat and then only bring back 37. If you know what reference that is to, or what game series that's a reference to, then you're as old as I am. Maybe older. I remember as a kid, I was one of like 2 people in my computer class that ever managed to beat that game. Yeah, Oregon Trail. That was like an achievement back in the day. In like my elementary school class, I was one of 2 people to beat that game. Like actually made it to the end without losing all my people. I think I had 2 out of 5, which is not bad, especially as a kid, all things considered. I could have definitely done worse than that. Hey guys, I found an explosive. I'll just take all those, thanks. That game, I know, I'd love to be able to play that game again. I think the last time I played it was with Cabral, whenever I think I beat it 3 times and then played an 18-hole game of Mario Golf Toadstool Tour in the time it took for him to beat it once, on the lowest difficulty. I think I played it on normal and then hard, managed to beat it, I think with 3 people both times, and he kept losing right at the end. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Is that a forked boomerang? I don't think I need that. Reinforced shield, knight's broadsword. The claymore might be nice. Nah, I'm not gonna need it. Like, the reason I was keeping that for as long as I was, for the record, I was like, what if... And I just saw the shrine there, and I saw the orange. I was like, what happens if I go in an area where it's thundering and lightning again? But I don't think that's honestly going to come up too terribly much anymore. Not with where we've been. Dying of dysentery? Yeah, for real. I know in Cabral's case, he got, like... Nope, it's not going to let me go up there. Come on, get up. Out of the water. Out you get. There you go. Good job. I'm gonna have to, like, Cryonis there? I'm trying to remember how I got there the first time without managing to die. Maybe I will just literally have to climb along the side, which is gonna be dumb, but I don't remember doing that last time. You ain't even gonna climb it, are you, boy? This boy loves to climb. Normally, he ain't even gonna do it this time. I know in Cabral's case, he got down to, like... There's one time he got down to, like, 2 people, and he was, like, maybe 100 miles from the end. And then all of a sudden, it was like, oh, this player broke their arm. And then, like, half a day later, oh, this player broke their other arm. It's like, okay, alright, I see how this is going. And then they managed to break their arm again, like, half a day after that. And it's like, okay, you managed to break either the same arm 3 times, or managed to break... 1 arm twice and 1 arm once, and then they just like both unceremoniously died when he was like 30 miles away from the goal. It was beautiful. I think that video is still on YouTube somewhere, probably on our collab channel. So yeah, you can just like watch me finish the game and then get bored and go play 18 holes of golf on Toadstool Tour. We never finished a lot of races on that channel, but I don't think I ever lost a race that we actually finished. And the ones that we didn't finish, I'm pretty sure it's usually in the lead. Probably because he does the intro for stuff and I'm just like running ahead. Because it's like, yeah, we're starting playing this game. I'm like, okay, that means go to me. I'm going. I'm not waiting. We'll do that. What's the next episode of Ace Attorney? When I can convince Cabral that he does in fact have time to hang out with me. That will also require me to have free time, because I think I actually have less time than he does now, which is weird. Ow, that hit for a lot of damage. Bye! That Knight's Claymore is very much tempting me. But I just don't have anything I want to drop for it, honestly. Oh, right, I already picked another one up, so that's fine. Legit, I would love to actually play and finish the series with him, but I know there's no way it's going to happen. It's a miracle to get him through the one game, and Case 5 in that game is wicked long. It's about as long as the other 4 cases put together. Because we got, like, a chunk of the way through Case 4. So if you've not played Ace Attorney, yeah, Case 5's a big one. It was actually added in the remake, because it's not part of the original game. Case 4 is where the first actual game ended. And it shows that got added, because my god, that's a giant-ass case, and I know there's no way we'd get it done. It takes hours to finish that one. And the only other person I'd record it with is a law student, and they absolutely hate playing Ace Attorney, because, like, it doesn't follow conventional law. But, like, A, it's not set in the proper states. It's in Japanifornia, for one. And B, it's literally a social commentary on the equivalent of, like, the prosecution in Japan has, like, a Gatling gun worth of evidence to fire at you, and you have to defend it with, like, a tennis racket. Like, it's just grossly unfair. And even knowing that, she still can't play it. Danganronpa, on the other hand, absolutely fine. No problem with playing that one. Because it's not in an official, proper courtroom, but if it's in there, can't play it. But we already did Danganronpa, or at least the first 2 thus far, with Harmless Sky, so if we do the third one, which I feel like at some point we will, I'll just play the third one with him. She's already done with the first one, and 2 cases done with the second one. Which means that she has to deal with the worst case in the series next, which will be fun to watch. 2-3 is always the worst. It's got the third case syndrome, just like in Phoenix Wright. I actually don't mind the Steel Samurai case from the first Phoenix Wright, but yeah, Big Top's not... that one's bad. There ain't no other way to say it. That one's not good. Like, it tries. I will give it that. But it does not succeed, unfortunately. Opal. Oh, there are other things in here? Give me these. What else you got in here? Oh. Boo. I got hit by one of those in my other file on the Great Plateau, and it actually dropped a sapphire on me. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not going to complain about this. I think I remember this one, if I remember correctly. Maybe it's not this one. Is it? Yeah, here it is. So basically you have to knock a snowball into this gate to knock it over. So you have to follow the path and figure out... Or you could just take a random guess if you really wanted to. Figure out which one you need to throw the snowball down. I'm trying to remember what the third case was in Justice for All. Or not Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations. I actually don't remember. That wasn't the Terry Falls case. That was case 4. I'm pretty sure that was case 4. What was the third one? That's going to bug me now. Trying to remember what it was. Oh, right. I think it's the one with Armstrong and all the cafe stuff. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, now I remember. Where it's got the cafe, and I think it's Maggie Bird as the accused. Again. When are these police going to realize, like, she just it gets set up really easily? It's like between her and Maya that, like, half the time they're the suspects, and it's like, dude, it's not them. Like, when are you going to learn this 16-year-old girl isn't able to just murder person after person after person? Poor Maya. She goes through so much. Like, you think Phoenix has it bad, Maya's probably got it worse. I'm just gonna keep throwing these down different spots until a cutscene interrupts me. And once that happens, then we'll just assume we're good. I see there's one stuck down there. Hey, there we go. We got there in the end. No, you cannot stasis the gate and just smash it a bunch of times. That would be too easy. Let's see if I remember how to do this correctly. Yeah, there we go. I just wish you could use the shield surfing a little more, but I always forget that it's even a thing. I usually just paraglide down the hills, and I'm like, I could be, like, you know, I could be playing some knockoff Cruising Exotica here, that's all I'm saying. Tandem. Ah, this one. Clip. Yeah, this is just a bunch of ones where it's like, oh, you need to stasis something and then shoot all the arrows, or shoot all the ropes that are holding this thing up, and then so it will drop perfectly. Like this, for example. You get no better spot here. So you stasis it, break that, unstasis it, or just wait for it to go away, whichever you want, and there you go. It's weird how some puzzles that are like so far away from the Great Plateau are just pathetically easy. And then others that are actually kind of close are like, this actually takes some thought to do. Because even the hidden treasure for that, like, hell, even if you don't know the answer, you could take a 50-50 chance and you still have a decent chance of getting it right just by picking a random. And you get a diamond for that? Like, are you serious? I've done way harder puzzles in this game for way less valuable objects. Still, I'll take that over doing the maze that I'm going to have to do in a little bit here. Not looking forward to that. Ay, caramba. I'd rather be reminded that there's only 3 months left in the year. Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to start doing my Christmas shopping here pretty soon. Hey, we're at 80 shrines. We're, 80 out of 120. 4, 6. 2/3 the way there. 2/3 the way there. My math brain was not turned on. I should have been able to calculate that way faster, but it was not on, and therefore I was not able to. Yeah, let's just take a Epona there. But yeah, for those of you that have the time to do so, and I'll probably just start doing so online while I'm at work doing nothing, because even though my shifts are 9 hours, in terms of like actually doing work outside of just checking doors every 15 minutes, I'm usually done by like an hour and a half at absolute most. But don't forget to get your Christmas shopping done before all the prices get jacked up in December, because you and I both know that's exactly what's going to happen. So do it in October or November, but do it before Thanksgiving, because that's kind of the cutoff point when things are going to start going up in price. Oh, that's such a beautiful shot right there. Taking a picture of that. That's one of my favorite things to watch when Steven and Mal play this game, is like whenever Mal takes a screenshot and you can just see the gears turning in her head, because she's an artist. And she'll usually do pictures from all the games that they play together. And you could just see the gears turning in her head, like, this would make a phenomenal picture, this would make a phenomenal picture. There's so many great shots you can have in this game. It's wonderful. I don't even like icy areas in games. I never have liked icy areas in games. Ever. And this still looks beautiful. Like, to me, if I could take any of the generic worlds, air quote, that are in every Mario game and the 8 worlds, ice would almost all the time be the first one I would throw out. Almost every single time it would be the first one to go. Just not a fan. And I have talked about why in my Mario Kart Double Dash video if you would like the specific explanation. Let's little bits and bobs pick up here. Oh, that's actually a not horrible shield for just, like, leaving it here. It's only like 16 defense, but it's literally just left at a stable where you can just pick it up whenever. If you're wondering why I was jumping in place, it's because I was busy looking away, and so I was hitting X to try to skip the doodad. I've got one of those, like, stupid invisible hairs in front of my face. It's usually, like, a gray or a blonde hair where you get it, like, right in front of your eye and you keep trying to get rid of it, but it won't go away. I'm getting one of those, and it's obnoxious. Directing the wind. I'm trying to remember which one this was. I feel like I cheated, well, cheated, air quote. Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty easy solution. Like, wouldn't you just... like, freeze that in place. That will give you time to get around to here. And then that will move the ball, and then the ball will just keep going? No, it won't? I guess more importantly, where's the treasure in this room? Because I actually don't know. Behind one of these? I don't think it will be. But I'm not sure where they could put it, honestly. Other than just, like, sticking it in a random corner somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where they would have the chest in this one. I mean, I guess we could move it here if we really needed to. That should give it plenty of time to move around where it needs to go. Like, why would you do the rest of that puzzle? Stasis breaks that. If that's all they need from you, that's pretty minor, honestly. Oh, okay, so that's what you need the blocks for. Can you just reach them from here? Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, that's still not that hard to solve. You just throw that out and then put the things on the spot that they're going to go. Like, that's still not a difficult puzzle to solve. You don't even have to do it perfectly. Like, if you need to alter them, you can just do that while you're up there. Put it, like, here. There, done. And then you just recreate it again. Like, that seems like they did a lot of work only for 90% of it to not matter at all. I mean, I guess if you don't have the stamina to run that far, then that could be a problem, but I don't feel like that one's that hard. But what do I know? There's been other ones where I've definitely done the puzzle wrong, and then found a solution later on, and I was like, oh, that was really dumb. I did that a completely different way. Usually ones involving where I'm using the bombs as timers, sort of, where you, like, you have one and then you place it down and then you take the other one and you place it down, usually by a switch, and then you blow up one and then blow up the other. Something like that. I think, to be fair, like, my rune of choice is absolutely Stasis. It is, with or without the Stasis Plus, Stasis is my go-to. That is the first thing I try when solving a puzzle is, can I use Stasis to mess this up somehow? And if it's not Stasis, it will be Magnesis, unless I know it's water. If it's something water-related, I'll go for Cryonis immediately. Cryonis will be the first thing I try. But everybody forgets Cryonis, which is a little sad. But everybody knows the best rune is Amiibo. My favorite rune, Amiibo. Speaking of Stasis, let's put that back on. Alright. I guess we could go to the frigid Alps of the north here and figure out what to do. Hey, Beetle. I don't think I really have anything I want to sell now, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. What do you have, though? I'm running lowish on arrows, so... Wow! To be fair, also, Scarecrow, that's entirely something I do. There's been many, many times where when I saw the solution, I was like, okay, I was trying to play some freaking 5D chess here, and I did not need to do that in the least. There's a book I've got here. I need to find it. Because I've mentioned this a couple times, and I can see where it's sitting. I should actually go and pick it up. Here we go. Because I've talked about this a lot, because it's used in game theory. But the actual book title is called No Limit Hold'em Theory and Practice, and the authors are David Sklansky, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, and Ed Miller. But in the book, it's for poker, but in the book they talk about levels of thinking. And the most common mistake that people make is they're thinking on too high of a level, essentially. So, like, take, for example, like, we'll use a basic example, but, like, if you're playing a game against somebody and you're trying to bluff them or, like, you know, trying to beat them in some way with whatever utilities you have, level 0 is essentially like you have no strategy, no concept of how the game works at all in any capacity, and you're kind of having to learn along the way. Level 1 is like a very basic understanding of the game of like, okay, these are the cards that I'm holding in my hand, for example, and I can use these cards in this way. Level 2 is you thinking about what your opponent has. Like, what does my opponent have in their hand? Is it something I think is good? Is it something I think is bad? Level 3 is what do they think that I think that, level 3 is, what do they think I have? Oh, hey, Lionel. What do they think I have in my hand? Do they think I have something that can beat them or not? And then level 4 is what do I think that they think they have? Which is, am I certain of what they have? Am I not certain of what they have? And then level 5 is what do they think that I think that they have? So basically, you're trying to predict what they're predicting for you. And then at that point, it kind of just keeps rolling over itself, so really there's only 5 levels necessary. Technically 4, I guess. Well, 0 to 4, that's 5. But it talks about that in the game, and so if I ever say, like, I'm thinking at too high a level, that basically means I'm operating on, like, a 4 or a 5 when I should have been operating on, like, a 2. I was just thinking way, way too hard about it, and as a result, was messing myself up when I really didn't need to be doing that. It's a really good book to read if you're a fan of game theory, though. It, like, even though it's specifically for poker, it's got a lot of good stuff about just game theory in general, if you can read it in that way. I think I saw another chest up here, did I not? I guess I did not. I'm pretty sure that one that's where the thing is what the key is. This is not going to be the key. Oh, don't tempt me with that. See, I want it, but I want to keep the element swords in case I ever need them. That's better, so like I shouldn't use that. And then the rest of these are all two-handed ones that are all pretty good. There's just no reason to ditch anything. There's really not, so I'm not going to. I will be the first to admit I am not good at this particular... There we go. I'm not very good at this particular puzzle, but I managed to get the key, which is the important thing. Are you the type of guy that would sell the other player? Yes, because it is statistically better to do so. The odds are just wiser to do so. If you run the mathematics for it, it is always going to be smarter to sell at the other person. Based on the possible permutations, that is always the best choice to do. Which is unfortunate for the other guy, but, like, you know... I don't think I even need to raise this up anymore. I think it was just down here. Yep, there it is. But no, I will always sell out the other player in Prisoner's Dilemma. In the trolley problem, because the trolley problem is a little bit more interesting, or the trolley situation, which is, like, the psychological effect of... For example, like, a train is coming and you have the option to divert the train one way or the other. Do you save one person that's, like, that you're acquainted with or you're close to, or do you save a group of people that are strangers? So it's like, are you trying to do the most good by saving the most lives? Are you going to be selfish and save somebody that you care about? Is that person somebody that can do a lot of good, like a doctor or something like that? And so it's all the hypotheticals there. And for me, I'd probably save the one person as somebody who is a self-proclaimed, and yes, I've run the test many, many times, and have always gotten the same result. I'm neutral evil, so of course I'm going to do what benefits me the most. So if I think the one person is going to be more beneficial to me for whatever situation down the road, then I'm going to pick them. If I think it's the group of people, then it's going to be the group of people to get saved. It's a simple decision, but it's not an easy one, if that makes any sense. And that is also part of the thing, too, is like, do you kill somebody by doing something to actively kill them, or do you do something by not acting, and then that causes them to die? Which, to me, whether it's the action of killing somebody or the inaction that causes somebody to get killed, that makes no difference to me. North Lommei Labyrinth. Tragically, we cannot take Pon Pon in there with us, so Pon Pon will have to wait. You've reached this point. Do a thing. So in a vacuum, assuming all four strangers, you'd pull the lever? Yes, I'd pull the lever. Remind me specifically about the, well, the specifics. That was a good sentence. Remind me specifically of the specifics about that one, because that one I actually don't remember off the top of my head. And yes, I'm using a guide for the maze because no one wants to watch me flounder around in here for 45 minutes. Let's be real. In fact, you know what? Let's get up the wall faster while we're doing that. Wee doggy. Link? Alright, fine. This time actually climb the wall, you dumbass. There we go. Much better. Alright. So there's the shrine, surrounded by a gate, mind you. So the first thing we want to do is get to the square that's in the middle of the map, because there's a chest with a diamond in it. And I want it. I will say the one upside to this area where that it's constantly snowing means that it can't rain. That is genuinely very nice. Alright, so we need to make our way. Let me zoom in a little bit here so I can actually see what I'm doing. East. And at some point, looking down like this, I should see some electric shoes. Like that, for example. And we want to jump to this ledge here and ignore the enemies, because why bother, honestly. Along that ledge in the opposite direction to find these. Okay, good. I was like, I don't feel like we'd be going down the ladder, but okay. So we got a wide open room right here, and the shrine's right there. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. I knew there was one you basically, like, just cheated by just going across the top of it, but yeah, that was... that was way easier. I was like, there might be like 3 or 4 more steps. This is like, no, you're done. That's all you had to do. There's 3 people on the track killed by an oncoming train. If you do not pull the lever, all 3 will die. If you do pull the lever, the trolley will redirect to a separate track where it will kill a single person who would otherwise survive. Yeah, I'd pull the lever. I'd absolutely pull the lever. And there's the barbarian legs. Because part of that theory, too, is also, like, which one would you feel more guilt with? And it's like, I mean, you're still, directly or indirectly, you're still causing somebody's death. You're going to have to deal with the guilt if you feel guilt towards that type of thing, whether you do it or not. So, like, that part really doesn't play in. No stone unturned. Wildlife taking shelter under rock will sometimes jump out when you lift up their hiding place. And then you drop the rock on them and squish them. I mean, you can, but that won't do anything. Because you can't just, like, kill a lizard or a butterfly or whatever and then pick up the corpse for whatever stupid reason. Why you can't do that, I'm not sure, but it does not let you do that, which is a little bit of a bummer. Alright, speaking of a bummer, no, not really. Let's go mark more shrines here. So we did those, that, and that. We're kind of just going sort of, kind of counterclockwise here. It's not exactly a clock face, but it will suffice as one for the time being, I suppose. Oh, that one's going to be a pain in the ass to get to later. And then that one. And there is absolutely no quick way to get there. Fantastic. Alright, then. That's exactly what I was afraid of, but what are you going to do? Hi, Pon Pon. Time to go on a journey. I was going to make the quote from the beginning of Majora's Mask, and I couldn't remember the first adjective. It's a something and personal journey. Man, I really have not played that game in a while. Which, granted, it's been a year. I play it every October because it's Majora's Mask, and you have to play it during October. And I will probably stream it during October as well. But my last run-through, I just did like a 3-heart, so I don't remember every last inch of all the puzzles and what have you. You know what? I feel like getting my ass kicked today. Let's do it. Boink. And just keep rolling down the hill. Blah, 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 blah. Card games, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Attack mode, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Epona, what did you... Yeah, maybe you shouldn't stand there, bro. Can I just hide behind this? Yes! Oh, right, you could totally do that. I forgot. Can I just, like, stab him? There we go. That's what I wanted. I was like, can I just, like, beat the crap out of this guy? Okay, I'm having too much fun. I should actually focus on killing this guy now. Oh, that's bad. Bad day, bad day, bad day. I should probably heal. Button mashing, the video game. I was gonna say, if that counts as damage again, I'm gonna be, like, really miffed. Well, come on then. No, not that. There we go. Oh, what else we got here? And the two-handed weapons are kind of slow. Epona, why? I got distracted by Epona intentionally running into that. I'm pretty sure I've got like 4 more fairies, so it's not that big. I mostly did this to break some weapons, so I'd have some free slots, but you know. It was weird to give me the option to like mount it and do damage to it earlier, but for whatever reason I couldn't do it there. Where'd you go, buddy? That breaks that one. What else we got here? Bad shot. Alright, I've made Link eat enough apples. Let's get some veggies in his diet here. I like apples too, but he's eaten about 50 of them during this fight, and he's probably getting a little tired of them. Finally get him? Yay, I got him. Yeah. Oh, I hadn't killed the Lionel yet. Okay, I thought I had. Apparently I had not. Yes, there's some Lionel stuff. Also the Savage Bow. Which, this Knight's Bow, I think, said it was badly damaged, so we'll drop that. And the Spear. The Almighty Spear. Hi, Epona. Hopefully you didn't get beat up too bad. I know there's a spot in the game, somewhere in the Gerudo area, where you can go and get your horses revived, but I would really rather them just not die at all. I don't think there's going to be an easy way for Epona to get up this mountain area, but at the very least we can cut across here and save a little bit of time. Is that another one out there? Yeah, I think it is. Well, we're just going to leave it be. Out of curiosity, how was I on fairies? Was I still good? Yeah, I still had 2 more. I was fine. Ah, you stupid bats! No! You jackass! Now I've got icy prime meat. I can't cook with that. All I can do is eat it and suffer. Oh no. No, the claymore. There we go. Good grief. Man, I should have just kept on going if I'd known all these jackasses were gonna follow me. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I know. Like, most enemies in games these days, they just don't bother me. It's just like, oh, it's another one of these. If you want me to, like, be a person that freaks out against a Zelda enemy, bring in a Wind Waker Floor Master. At that point, I'll be running for the hills. I hate those things. The ones in Ocarina of Majora, absolutely fine. The ones in Wind Waker creep me the hell out. They're some creepy-ass motherfuckers. To this day, I will still use the tried and true strategy of freezing them with an ice arrow and then smashing them with a freaking skull hammer. Because I do not want to deal with those. I will make sure to stun them from a distance and then one-shot them the first chance I get. I do not like those things. That is and I don't even, like, the redeads in that game don't bother me at all. It's just like, I mean, they bother me in the sense of, like, they're annoying. Because it's just like, oh, it's one of these that, like, they just slow down my movement. Like, they just stop progress in the game. But, like, yeah, sure, just, like, grab Link and bite his head a couple times, then once you fall off, I'm just going to hit you a bunch of times with a sword, and then you'll be dead, and that's it. But with the Floor Masters, if you fail to defeat them, then they're just going to send you back to the beginning of the dungeon, then you have to deal with them again. Like, the only way they could have made those things worse is by whenever you have to do, like, the 50 trials or whatever it is, or the 40 if you're going for the Triforce chart. The only way they could have made that worse is by putting one of those on the penultimate floor. That could have potentially sent you all the way back to the beginning of the dungeon. That would have been the most evil thing they could have done. I'm not dealing with another one of those ice keys right now. They're too much of a pain. No, I hate them. The ones in Ocarina of Majora are fine. They're actually kind of cute. They just, like, walk around on their little fingers all the time. Well, at least with the Floor Masters do. The Wall Masters just fall from the sky. But they've never bothered me in Ocarina of Majora. They never bothered me in A Link to the Past. It was only ever Wind Waker that they bothered me. There we go. I was like, where the heck did the... That was weird. It looked like the point went to a different spot there, but... That was probably just me being stupoid. I think the only game where they're, like, sort of like the Wind Waker ones is Four Swords, actually. Four Swords Adventures, but they're not as bad in that game. Probably because it's a 2D game. Like, they grab you and they pull you, I think, into the Dark World in that game. In Wind Waker, they grab you by the face and pull you into a black hole, and it's just... not a fan. Yeah, I was like, pretty sure that's a Magnesis boy. I don't know what puzzle you were trying to teach me there, but I'm just going to negate it. Oh, it's a drill shaft. Okay, well, I'll take that. I think that's one of those, like, is really good about breaking the rocks. I think that's what it is. I know this is just a, yeah, fake wall. Oh, hi! I honestly thought that'd be enough to kill him, but oh well. Do I need that? I'm gonna assume I do. Oh, hello. Ow. Shoot me. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah. Okay. So I have always cheated on this one. I'm gonna grab a bow that's not as valuable here. That'll do. I always just shot the top of these, because you can collect the arrows after you do this. So I always just shot the top of these over and over until it knocked them off the platform, or the switch, not the platform. And there you go, the door opens. Like, to me that was just an easier solution than what they wanted me to do, so. And then you just go and pick up all the arrows that you lost. Like, there you go. That's it! Oh, and I guess grab this, sure. I can see that there. Oh, yeah, you probably need that, huh? I kind of like that the big dungeons in the game, all the divine beasts, none of those require... Oh, I guess that's how you go and get that. None of them require keys, but like these little mini dungeons, the shrines, they sometimes do. But I kind of like that it's literally just the map and learning the controls of the divine beasts, and then just your own skill, rather than, oh, you're going to need a key, you're going to need a boss key. Like, you have to activate the terminals, sure, but that's just another step in a dungeon, same as it would be for doing a block puzzle. I can pick up some more hearts. I'll probably spend the next 2 on hearts and then go back to stamina. Move around while holding B to sprout. Well, yeah, I'm glad you told me these things now that we're 84 shrines in. I never would have known. Now that we're in this area, I need to show the money grinding area and the trick for doing it once we get an opportunity to. We already passed it technically because it's... somewhere around here. I'll find it eventually. I think it's like here, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll look for it later, though. Looks like red is going to be the easiest one to go for now. Getting out of this is not going to be a picnic, though. I don't think you get run speed up for... No. Though, to be fair, I don't think I've upgraded this more than... I think I've only upgraded it once. So it might have run speed up, because I don't remember all the buffs to the different things you can get. The only one I remembered was the Sheikah one, which was movement speed at night. Fresh meat. Hello? That was weird, it wouldn't let me go out of the, like, freeze time or whatever it was. No thanks, I'll pass on the snow. I'm good. Hard pass on that. Appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm good. How much prime meat? Oh my gosh, I got 50? Jeez. I just don't cook in this game very often, and I need to. I think the buff that makes you unfreezable. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think it is unfreezable. Because I think my other file that I've been playing... Well, I haven't been playing it recently, but I got up to, like, all the shrines done except for one, and that was the one I needed to do after I beat the Gerudo Divine Beast, which was the only other thing I hadn't done. I think on that file, I'm pretty sure I had upgraded this, and I think that's what it is. I believe you are correct. No, wait, if we're doing that, I want to get back up to full stamina. We're not going to be doing this climbing up the mountain and then getting stuck halfway and having to glide back down or fall back down. This is just showing me on my end, which you guys won't be able to see because it's direct capture, but how badly I need to clean my TV. That's the downside to my friend having her 2-year-old over, is she really likes the TV. Unfortunately, she thinks the TV is also a touch screen because, you know, she was born in 2019. It's not a touchscreen TV. Just in case you're curious. What a world we live in. It's slightly depressing to think that I am closer to age 50 than I am that child's age. Not by a lot, mind you, but I am closer to age 50 than that child's age. Oh, here's a Korok. Dur-her-her, you found me. You know what we should do as a reward for finding you? Drop that on your head. You dumbass. Alright, well, there's a moose. Any specific direction that's kind of leading us here? I think it's lower. That's probably what it is. Yep, there she is. Like I said, if you kind of just get stuck to where any direction's only giving you like a couple, if not one Wi-Fi signal strength, air quote, it's almost assuredly above or below you. These might be a little bit more fresh in my mind for shrines, just because I've done this one a little bit more recently than, say, like, the Akala region. Hey, here we go. I was waiting for one of these. I don't think I need this for my camera, and we're not going for a full gallery or anything like that. Tell you what, if we get to 200 followers by the end of the year, I'll do a near... Because I'm not going to buy all the Amiibos for it, but, like, I'll do a near 100% run of, like, getting all the camera pictures, all the shrines, all the upgrades and whatnot, all the Korok seeds. Maybe. Maybe I won't. I kind of want to, like, just one time. And I feel like it's, you know, you're right as a gamer to suffer through the torture of 900 Korok seeds. But I genuinely do want to do another run because at some point I want to get the, I do plan on getting the DLC. Because while I'm not getting all the Amiibos, I did pick up some of the Amiibos. Namely the Wolf Link one and then one for, like, one of the outfits I wanted. Yeah, you just do a little spinny thing. I'll shoot you in the head. Any other... Yeah, I'll take this one. Hey! You run away from me. Wee! There we go, that's more like it. I'm okay with using the Guardian weapons on these guys, because A, I know I'm going to get them back once I kill this guy, and B, I know they do, I think, 30% more damage to Guardians. Dude, you're not going to get to pull that off in time. I don't think so. That's like a perfect I threw it on the ground pose right there. Yeah, I'll get rid of the drill shaft for Ancient Battle Axe. Did I actually throw it? Yeah, I did throw it. What else do I have here? No, I think we'll keep what we got here. I think that'll work. Go back to the Claymore. Only Breath of the Wild compatible amiibo is Ganondorf. It gives you the sword from 7. Oh, nice. Oh, speaking of claymores. Alright, well, time to get rid of this for the royal one. Because I know there's, like, a bunch of different amiibos. However, at the same time, some of them will literally give you the same things. Part of me is debating taking the Claymore again, because I use this a bunch, so it's probably been beat to shreds. But it also doesn't say badly damaged yet, but What do I have for two-handed weapons? These two, and then the two elemental weapons. I mean, that's 4, 4, and 4. Or 4, 4, and 5, not counting the Master Sword. That's about as even as we're going to get between two-handed, one-handed, and spears. So we'll just go with that. But yeah, I know some of them are compatible, but they, like, give you the same stuff. So it's like, you might as well just have the one. Because I know there's another amiibo that gives you Epona and then, like, an outfit for Link, but it's, like, the Smash amiibo for Link literally gives you the exact same thing. And I already had that, so it's like, why would I go and pick up that one, you know? It's just no point. Like, I do like the amiibo figurines just as figurines. They're really friggin' cool, but they're also, you know, expensive.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Nope, I need one more. There we go. Alright, off to yellow. Oh, I guess they probably wanted me to burn that with a campfire, didn't they? Well, too bad, because that's not what I did. Mr. Wizrobe. Sorry, Blizzrobe. Clever. Actual wordplay! Hello, friend. I'm afraid I'm going to have to shoot you with a shock arrow. Yeah, there's no avoiding that, unfortunately, because I had no clue where he went. Sir, how do you feel about explosions? That did not hit me, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Anything in, like, proper food that would be... eh. Sure. Drink elixir, why not? Just do everything. There we go. Where'd that guy go? There ain't no way he died from that oh, he did die from that explosion. It's like, look, man, I know you can't really see what it is because it's half buried in the snow, but still. Yeah. I don't remember if I needed to take a picture of it or if I needed the actual thing, but there was a Korok that wanted to see one of those for a side quest. Also, if that got badly damaged at that point, because I had a feeling it might be, I'm just going to take the spear back. Yeah, if I did do a 100% playthrough, I'd have to decide, like... Or, like, a full playthrough, air quote, because I'm not doing, like, 100%. Let's be reasonable here. I have to decide, like, what I would want to 100% or not, like, would I do the cooking or not, because I've never done anywhere close to 100% of the cooking. I've done maybe, like, 3%. But it definitely wasn't 100, that's for sure. remember if I need to talk to you for anything.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, okay, yeah, because this guy just gives you a tip for shield surfing, which I don't care about. Oh, I was supposed to say that looked like a fire, and then there was an actual fire over here, so that's probably why. Alright, cool. What do we have in here, pray tell? Gold, jewels, maybe a few credit cards? Nope, it's red giveaway. The thrilling sequel you've all been asking for, I guess. I don't know. Okay, first things first, there's a chest there and I want it. Because I'm not an idiot, I'm just going to magnesis it off. Word of advice, if you don't want me doing that, don't make your chests metal, boys. Jeez. I don't need that, so... Appreciate the thought, but I'll take a pass on that one. So where are we trying to get, and what does this do? Because, I mean, I could obviously just chug it in there, but, like... I assume I have to do this at the right time, so tell me what this is going to do when it actually lands in. Okay, now that I'm clear on that, now that I can well and truly smell what you're stepping in, I'm going to be a massive dick and ignore the puzzle. Nope. I've already made up my mind. I'm going to ignore it. You can't convince me. You can go ahead and do that all you want, but, like, I'm going to keep doing this until I get what I want. There. I'm not going to play by your rules, game. I'm going to play by mine. Like I said, if I can break it with stasis, I'm going to break it with stasis. And you can't make me do anything else. It's just more fun to do it that way. Spirit Orb. Swimming in cold water will lower your body heat and cause you to take damage. That's called hypothermia. That's called hypothermia, and you should probably avoid that at all costs. I hear it's killed many a person. Ever heard of the Titanic? Alright, that leaves green, purple, and I believe there was another one I couldn't mark because I didn't have enough points at the time. Oh, another two, actually. Alright. So it's those four, then the 5 there, and I got all those, and then the 3 there. So yeah, it's just those remaining ones now. Okay. I'm gonna enjoy the speed up while I have it here. Why does it keep wanting me to go that way? I don't want to go that way. Yeehaw! I don't care if I take damage, I'm having fun. Aw, the game didn't want me to have fun. Yeah. Okay, we get it. Hey, look what I found! I'm aiming for that dude. There we go. Bye! Oh, I wonder if we could get him to... Oh, no, he didn't fall for it. I was hoping he'd jump off the side, but nope, he didn't. Oh, so I gotta go higher up. Man! Oh, well. Game is really not in favor of me having fun. I'm busy, like, knocking things off the side of the walls and whatnot, and the game's like, hey, don't do that. Hi. This feels like a cast shrine where he would give me a hint of some sort. Get back up there. It's also possible it could be the entrance I'm looking for. It could be on the other side. Oh, hello. I didn't realize you were still here. I do quite apologize, sir. Had I known you'd been here, I would have killed you sooner. Ooh, royal bow. I'm pretty sure I can spare strength and Lazal bow for that. I also didn't even see this. I'm actually kind of glad I came back up here now. What you got for me? Hey, give me that. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, I got a sneaking suspicion the air quote entrance I'm looking for is on the other side. Game says don't do that. Delta says, oh really? Yeah, if you tell me not to do something in a video game, like, hey, don't touch this little thing, like, that's just daring me to touch it. Like, in real life, if somebody says, like, hey, don't do that, I'd be like, yeah, okay, there's a reason why. In a video game where it's like, there's no real consequence, and I can always just save before I do it, and then reload the save if I need to, I should be like, screw you, I'm gonna do what I want. You're not my dad. And even if you were, do you really think that would make me listen to you? Oh, hi. Bye. He actually survived that fall. Oh my god. That was kind of awesome. I'm impressed he survived that, I'm not gonna lie. I really thought he was gonna die there, but he did not. Unbelievable. Alright, well then. I guess I can't be that shocked he survived. He did land in snow. If it had been like just solid ground, it probably would have killed him. I gotta think it's just based on how the canyon looks, because I'm looking at it further and I'm like, there's gotta be like something along the canyon wall here. There's gonna be a spot I can blow up. Or just enter. I mean, that could also be the case too. There could just be an entrance somewhere. Let's see, there's a pathway going here. Well, I was hoping for a semi-precious stone rather than an amber, but oh well. I'm gonna go back to where I was a second ago, because I feel like there was a spot I saw where I'm like, it could be there? And now the wind's blowing harder, so I can't tell where it was that I was looking. Well, it wasn't that far down, I know that. Not where I was looking, anyway. Hmm. I think I'm unfortunately gonna have to go back up again here. Oh, God, that fox scared the crap out of me. God, this run speed is terrible. Jeez, we just want to shoot the moose. We don't have to blow him up. No, the gourmet meat. Oh, the humanity. There's gotta be a spot here. Has to be. No, it's not on that wall. Yeah, because it said it was over here on that. It's gotta be this wall. Well, not necessarily this wall, but it's gonna be on the left. See, I almost wonder if I should be looking for something like that on this wall, but... At the same time, if it was like that, I absolutely would have seen it by now. There's no way I would not have seen it. I was looking at the map in more detail. Looks like it's about right there. I mean, if it was a straight shot, which there's no guarantee it is, but it would be like about here. Where is the entrance to this thing? Please tell me it's here somewhere. That was weird. Controls just freaked out for a second there. Because, see what I mean? It feels like there's a little path here, but it also could just be a resting point, is the thing. Like, is the game telling me, like, I should be going that way because there's something there? Is it just, like, messing with me? What's... Oh, okay, there we go. That was a little stupid. It was way higher up than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was, like, maybe halfway, but no, that was more like 7/8 of the way. It's a nice solid 87.5% of the way up. I think that's 7/8. Don't quote me on that, though. Also, apparently we're doing another test of strength here. Two of them back-to-back in this area. So I remember saying this isn't a difficult area for shrines. Like, I don't think the major test of strength is difficult if you have, by that point, accrued the gear. Like, if you're really low on strong gear, it may be a case of, like, it's not difficult and, like, oh, I don't know what to do, but you just may not be able to handle it at that point because you just don't have anything valuable enough. That probably should not have given me that flurry strike because I jumped really early on that. You just keep going. There we go. And knock you out of that animation. Oh, that broke. Yeah, was hoping to jump early. That was a fool's errand. A fool's errand. But stopping time wasn't. Yeah, go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do. I only broke one well, two, I guess. Technically, the Master Sword would qualify as one of those. It can't be worth what the Korok's gonna give me, is it? I'm just gonna check real quick and see what he gives you as a reward, because if not, I'm just gonna drop the stupid Blizzard Rod. I can't imagine it's anything worthwhile, and if it's just the picture, then great. If it's not, then... Oh, well, in this it says it's supposed to be an ice rod, but I remember it being a blizzard rod. Okay, so if you show them an ice rod, you get 100 rupees. If it's a blizzard rod, you get 300 rupees. You do actually have to have it, though. Can't just take a picture of it, which is kind of poopy. I'm going to drop the Thunder Spear. I'm going to drop the Guardian Spear. Because I already had a Guardian Spear double plus. And I already have the axe, so I'd rather take the sword. It really hurts having to give both those items up, though. I'm really tempted. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to drop that Thunder Spear and take this. It's so tempted to drop one of the flame weapons, too. But I'm not going to do it. Hey, a diamond. Nice. I'll take that. Now that I know, too, when I've been doing a different file where I've been doing all the side quests and I've been doing them by area, now that I know where there's a really easy place to pick up a flame blade pretty early in the game, now I'm just going to like keep one on me at all times whenever I play the game. You can get one extremely early. By going through the Dueling Peaks, there's a side quest where essentially all you need is to know where it is and have bombs, which at that point you already have them because you've already left the Great Plateau. Where it's like you just find the two like small bridges, like the twin bridges or whatever they're called, like the elder and or the older and younger, or like bigger and smaller twin bridges, and then just follow that up to the waterfall. And if you just climb next to the waterfall, you just find a spot that has one of those and a bunch of other stuff that's got some semi-precious stones. I'm gonna go get these first because I know I can just warp back here and get that. If I get this one first, it's going to take a long, long hike. Like, even longer than this is already going to take in order to get to the blue and the purple. Choice with a drop. I know, the choice is so bad. You know what? I'm going to go... I can just warp back here anytime. I don't know why I'm being so safe about this. I can just warp back here anytime. I'm going to show them the Blizzard Rod, and then I'm going to ditch the Blizzard Rod, because I ain't going to use it for anything. I normally love magic items, but like magic weapons, air quote, like that. Even in Fire Emblem, where it's like, oh, this is based on your magic power, even though it's a sword. Never liked those types of weapons. I like the elemental weapons in this game, but it's more for like the fire being able to start fires, not so much setting the enemy on fire or anything like that. Ooh, give me that. Thank you. I think it's you. Okay, a nice rod, but you're gonna have to equip... I have to equip it to impress you. Man, I'm gonna freeze your ass right now with this thing. Incredible shimmer, unbelievable sparkle. Is that a My Little Pony reference? Yay, money! Clink spark. You know what? It's so great. I think you should experience it firsthand. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, right, because you can't throw this one for whatever dumb reason. Yeah, I'm done with the blizzard rods. Somebody else can keep that warm. Or cold, I guess. They just don't do it for me. The thunder one, the fire one, the ice one, they just don't do it for me. I know there's no way they're still going to be there, but, like, I gotta know, man. Because if they're still there, I'm picking one of those 2 weapons up. You know I am. I'm not just going to leave them there. They're not going to be there. I know they're not. Wishful thinking. Yeah, wishful thinking. But it was either do that and be wrong, or not do it and they were actually still there, and then I really would have been kicking myself in the butt, so... The good news is now if we actually run across something I want to keep, I can just keep it. Alright, so we're going for purple now, as soon as I can get out of this little... juncture... Oh, hello, no thanks, I'm not interested in those. I'm just gonna go past them. Out of curiosity, that a live guardian? I'll go fight him, if it's a live one. Right in the ass. Oh, he is alive. Yeah, it was really weird. He took a long time to notice me for whatever reason. Alright, let's just freeze you in place. All I gotta do is basically render his mobility useless, and then at that point he's toast. Alright, boy. There we go. See, if you're just fast and killing those things, you really don't need to equip like a really high defensive armor set. You could just take them on. I don't have anything against these animals, by the way. It's just offhand I remembered that there was somebody that said they'd give you, like... Is either a diamond or, like, a ridiculous amount of money for each of the things of gourmet meat that you give them, so at that point, might as well. Alright, purple. Got it. I was gonna start making a reference to a song, and then I remembered that that was the theme song for Death Road to Canada, and not what I thought it was. It's got some of the same chords in it, which is what threw me off, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds wrong in my head. Also, I agree, snapping the Guardian legs off, very satisfying. As is using Rivali's Gale. It's so satisfying to use that. Probably gonna be using it again here because I just don't feel like climbing this cliff. No thanks. Still had to climb part of it, but that was significantly less. I just get the feeling we're not going up on this one. I feel like it's going to be down here. I think we're actually still too high. I think we're going to have to go farther down on the map. Nice hit. Nice hit. Man, why can't I play Hanzo that well in Overwatch? Miss every shot with him, but in this game it's just like, oh, no problem. How much is that gourmet? Nice! I got a good chunk of that here. Can't leave the wolf alone. Leave Mr. O'Donnell alone. I am like 99% sure that it's going to be over here. And now I'm glad I didn't say 100% because I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Yeah, well, what do you got? I already did all the damage. I might as well pick it up. All right, another Royal Claymore. That's nice. This is gonna be way the heck down here. I got a bad feeling it's gonna be way the heck down here. Yeah, see, because now it's lighting up with more lights, so it is almost assuredly. That's the blue one, so I'm glad I know for later, but well, we're already down here, might as well. Get off that, I'm trying to use the radar here. I'm glad they take that part of my namesake. See, I just got like this horrible, like, pit in my stomach feeling that we're not going far enough down for whatever reason. I mean, if it throws me off the map completely, then it's not that big a deal. But, like... See, those almost looked like eyes that I needed to blow up there for a split second. I think I'm just gonna, like, let it off screen me. I have no idea where this is gonna put me, though. Oh, about back where I was. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. These wind currents surely have to be here for a reason. I mean, getting you back up to where you were, sure, but... Is it this far to the left? Or to the right, rather? I don't feel like it should be this far to the right. I don't think that's it either. See, now I'm starting to wonder if it's on... I gotta think it's on the cliff side. It doesn't make any sense for it to be anywhere else. No, not that. I wanted the map. Yeah, could you zoom in a little bit farther? There we go. That's much better. Couldn't see anything otherwise. I gotta think it's... That just doesn't make any... Surely it's got... I don't think it... If it had been up there, I would have seen it, probably, right? I gotta think I would have seen it there. Wait a minute. Hang on. I think this is one of the... I think this is... If I remember correctly, this is one of those stupid ones where you have to knock down the gate with a snowball, I think. I think it's not on the cliff face at all now. I remember seeing that one particular tree next to the shrine, and I think that was, like, supposed to be a guide for, hey, you're supposed to be here. Oh, right, I don't have enough... I didn't have another one of those, and I'm just hopping like, is Rivali's Gale gonna kick in here? Is it, I hope I'm right about this, and that I'm not climbing this for nothing. I'd be mad at myself if I'm doing this for nothing. I love being able to cheat the system of climbing by doing that. It's so nice. Get like a tiny bit of height, but more importantly, get your stamina back. Yeah, I'm like almost certain now it's gonna be a stupid snowball rolling thing. I'm kind of hoping I'm wrong, admittedly. Let me take a look at the map one more time here. Oh, I can't zoom it in any further. Yep. That right there. That I remember. There's a spot. I couldn't remember which one it was. I knew it was in the ice thing somewhere, and I thought it was the other one until... I mean, I should have known when I saw the blue shrine there. There's one where you have to roll a snowball down, but you have to Cryonis a couple blocks to make a bridge over a section of water to get across the water, and that's the shrine. Now I know I'm in the wrong place, so I know exactly where I need to be going now. I'm going to even take that one off and just focus on getting the green one. Ah! I wasted so much time. Oh, that's a bummer. Alright, now that I know where we're actually going here. Man, what else could I have thought, like... I guess I could have thought it would have been that one, but I should have known, because that's too low to the ground. The snowball ones aren't low to the ground like that. Like, the ending of them are, but not the full thing. Should have known better. Oh well. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, spilled milk and all that, so... Yep, this is it. I'm 100% sure now. Yep, there's the gate. Perfect. Alright. That should work, I hope. That's pretty much the only puzzle of this, is just doing that outside of throwing the snowball itself. Ole! Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that. I did not predict that happening. Need that snowball to go away, please. All the way away, please. Don't make me jump in that water. Alright, now that I know it's going to lean violently to the right, I'm going to place these a little bit better. That still feels wrong, but that's about as far right as I can put them, so that's gonna make the most sense. Seems the opponent couldn't hear your call. I didn't even realize I'd whistled because I have to keep the game volume on my end really low. So usually if I notice it, it's because it, he did like the hand motion of whistling rather than actually hearing the whistling. There we go, that's more like it. Alright, break down that door for me. I thought for a split second it was gonna stay and like wobble a little bit and then stay up, and I'm like, that is evil. That is evil Knievel. I'll probably never do that quest, but I know there's somebody that wants to see the skeletons of all 3 Leviathans. And that's one of them right there. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a cool scene though. This looks really, really cool. It's just you only ever come in here for the shrine and then you leave. And I'm getting the sneaking suspicion this is gonna be another blessing shrine. But there's only one way to know for sure. And that's by reading a guide online. Or, alternatively, you could just, you know, go in there and find out. Yep, sure enough. What you got for me? Maybe a topaz? Seriously, that's the 3rd one of those we've run into. Like, they're nice, but I don't know if I can justify taking a 3rd one of those right now. I think I'll you know what? You know what I'll do? I think that's the one I've been using more. I'll throw away the one that's been used a little bit. Because I'm just that pathetic of a person, I guess. The minute it's not new anymore, it doesn't interest me. No, that's not true at all. Most of the game collection I own up there is GameCube stuff. If not, it's Wii. Which at this point I think technically constitutes as retro, and that makes me a little bit sad, but... oh well. Alright, so what do we have? We have the yellow one left and the blue one left, I think, for the points. I think those were the only ones I did not do, correct? Blue and yellow. Yep, blue and yellow. Alright. I just feel like this would be a phenomenal spot to hide something. Apparently I was not in agreement with the game developers on that. Oh well. This does look really cool though. I'm impressed Link can do this. My legs would be fried after this. I live in a flat area. Like, I can walk and jog and run and all that, but, like, doing it on an incline is substantially harder for me because I have no practice in that particular section of endurance. My legs would be like jelly by the end of doing that. That'll cut off some of the time, sure. Oh, that actually put me up a little bit higher than I thought. Cool. This is why everybody recommends you get Rivali's Gale first, particularly before... Wait, Wii is retro? Yeah, it is retro. Wii was, at least for Japan, it was Christmas launch of 05, 06. So it's 15 years old now. Very depressing. Brawl's a 2006. Yeah, I think Brawl's 15 years old at this point, isn't it? Man. It might be an '07 release, so it might have 1 year left on it. So maybe. Yeah, to me, retro is like NES, SNES. I guess I could lump in 64 in there at that point, but I couldn't lump the GameCube in there. But the GameCube is my childhood console, so like, it's also my child as a result, and I refuse to believe that it's getting older and leaving the nest. Link, please. The fact that after all that floundering, I got a perfect headshot on him, I feel was unearned. Like, a lot. No thanks, not dealing with those. The fire ones are not too bad. The ice and the electric ones, however, tremendous pain in the butt. Wait. Give me that. I'm picking up my namesake. If I get a chance to pick up my namesake, I'm gonna do it. That's my girl. I'm gonna pick up my girl. That worked better than I thought it was going to for some reason. I don't even know why I'm wasting time on that. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Is that one of the little skeleton Hinoxes? Yeah, I think it is. Hello? Hello? Please wake up. Is it not gonna wake up? Uh-oh! That ain't good. Does he only wake up at night or something? What the heck's... No, not that. I'm pretty sure that's a dead Hinox, but I know you can fight skeleton Hinoxes. There's the one in Harrow Castle that you get the Hyrule Shield from after you beat him. Alright, well, if you decide to wake up, I'll be here for a second or two, mining the gemstones and stuff around here. What? I smashed a luminous stone and all it dropped was flint? That's weak. Yeah, they only wake up at night. Well, I feel like they should wake up by now. Oi! It's 9:50. Your sleep schedule's worse than mine. Wake up. Let's destroy all the nice flowers that your corpse has probably created with all the dead guts and etc. Which would have been a much better sentence had I not been trying to avoid getting the hiccups while saying it. No, not zoom in. My God. I'm trying to switch. Oh, there's a wolf. It's a wolf. I'm gonna shoot it. And then I'm gonna shoot him again. As he has a stroke. Does he wake up at midnight? Oh, sometimes they glitch and don't wake up. Alright, well, I'll just leave him be. We don't have to pick a fight with everything we see. Just almost everything we see. Yeah, not interested in those. No thanks. I might unfortunately have to be interested in them because I want to get that Korok, though. First, get rid of those idiots. Second of all, I'm taking that Knight Shield. Thanks. Appreciate it. Get one of those. Am I even too low here? It's probably just because he's bouncing in place. Alright, fine. If you're just going to cause a problem, then I'll just do this. What weapon was he? Oh, just a Knight's Broadsword. I mean, that's pretty good damage considering he was using one of those. Alright, so it's gonna sit at, excuse me, depth perception. There we go. I knew where it was supposed to go, but I thought it was closer to me than it was, so I just dropped it. There we go. Yep, that's it. As you say, that is in fact it. Take a chill shroom and be on our merry adventure. Yamu Shrine, way out here in the boonies. For some odd reason, I get the feeling this is going to be another test of strength. I don't think it's going to be a major test of strength, but like a modest one maybe. Oh my gosh, it was another major test of strength. I was about to be like, hey, I was right, it's a modest oh, never mind. Well, I was half right. I'll take partial credit for that one. I mean, I don't mind doing these, honestly, I really don't. They're fun, but it's just like, why are they all over here? Nope, not today. Not interested. I was freezing in place. You'll be fine. You're a big boy, you can handle it. Thanks. The problem is by doing these all in a row, I just have like no space for all these really good weapons. Dude, I don't know. Go back to that. Man. I just feel like I use the two-handed weapons more than the spears. And I don't want to drop anything for that spear. I mean, I could drop, you know what I could do? Like, on a technical perspective, on the off chance that I've used the spear and the sword, I just take those and replace it with the ones I know are brand new. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I've got to warp anyway to get closer to the yellow point on my map, so at this point I might just go to Hetsu and be like, give me another weapon slot, please. This is continuing to happen and I don't like it. I guess I can also check and see if the Hinox is awake now, provided it's still nighttime. I don't remember the bone Hinox as being too terribly difficult. I remember their HP being largely pretty low. But it also seemed like, from what I remember, it might just vary by individual Hinox. But I know the one guarding the Hylian shield wasn't very tough. Yeah, 2:35. He better be awake at this point. Man, get out of here. Any of your friends hanging around? Good. I really don't feel like dealing with another one of those right now. Yeah, there he is. He's awake. Sir, I was looking for you earlier, and you weren't around. It was very disappointing. Sir, pay attention. Yeah, now he's paying attention. Oh, hello. Get up. Get up. Hello? That was weird. It's almost like it didn't want me shooting the eye with the bow and arrow. Maybe that was a no-no. Maybe that's something I was not supposed to do, but oh well. Alright, I see an ice blade. Knight's broadsword. Oh, those are crap. I guess he wasn't too terribly tough, so I shouldn't be surprised that his drops aren't too terribly great. Just because I know that one's got more shots in it, or at the very least equal amounts. So, alright, let's go trade in some of those Korok seeds, provided I've got enough, because this whole running out of weapon space thing is starting to get a little annoying. This is why you always go for the weapons. Like, I just use the shield so little, it's just not worth it. The only thing I've used the shield for recently has been surfing on the snow. Also, what's up, Lady Snowy? I love that Wind Waker link waving. It's so good. Welcome to me running out of weapon space, and therefore I'm about to go fix that problem, I hope. If I've got enough Korok seeds. 12, yes! Yes, I have enough. Haha! Excellent. Please save me from myself. And my compulsive hoarding ability to grab every item I think might be useful, and then never use it. Pokemon has taught me well. Alright. So for the record, what we've done today is we did these two up here, because these are the only things we're missing in Akala. There's one shrine here that we need one of the dragon scales for, and that dragon is in this region, so we didn't have that one yet. So we're missing that shrine, the major test of strength at Hyrule Castle here, and the Blood Moon that's located here, where you have to stand on a platform when the Blood Moon shows up. So since we didn't have any of those, we did pretty much all of this region. The only one we have left for a shrine is this one right here, which we are about to warp to. Yeah, I think that's probably the fastest one to take. Also, we have Epona now, because I actually bothered to scan the Link Amiibo that I had. So now we have Epona. You know, if I'd been smart, I would have also went and turned in the 13 orbs that I had, but I mean, at this point, we're pretty much fine. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a free heal. Jeez, man, I cannot make a decision on anything here. Since I'm getting at least a heart out of this, for sure, I'll probably grab, like, 2 hearts and a stamina. I might as well, because it's a free heal. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I can't believe there are, like, challenge runs that people do where they're not allowed to warp at all. Like, that just sounds like a nightmare. This game would take forever unless you were just gonna, like, go as quickly to Ganon as you possibly could. That would take such a long... Because I looked up some challenge runs, because I'm like, well, I did the challenge run of, like, going to fight Ganon almost immediately after getting off the plateau. Like, I've already done that. Like, what's some other ones? And all of them were, like, This doesn't seem so much challenging as it does, it just takes more time. Like, I know there was one that was like, you pick one clothing set and that's all you can use, and up until you get that, you just have to stay wearing nothing. And it's like, cool, but you also can't get all the shrines done unless you've got the Gerudo set. Because you need it to get into the Forbidden City. You can't get in there otherwise. So, like, unless you just want to not do that section, or you want to break the rules so where you can do that at least. I don't know. Every blood moon you throw out your... Oh, that would be awful! That would be absolutely terrible, and I kind of want to try it. I feel like that's not the worst one in the world. That feels like a semi-reasonable one to do. Like, that one I could probably handle. It would make me a lot more liberal with my weapons, where it'd be like, well, if I'm going to lose this in 3 nights anyway, I might as well just go out swinging with it, right? That could also help because you could strategically, like, in theory, you could strategically place, like, if you know, hey, this chest has, like, a flame blade, I want to keep this here until after a blood moon comes by, and then go pick it up. Or you could also strategically say, like, if you have to drop all your weapons, if you buy the house in Hotna Village and stick something on the wall, and then the blood moon occurs the next night, you don't technically drop that weapon because you're not carrying that weapon. So you could just, like, leave some good stuff on the wall intentionally. 3 bows, 3 shields, 3 swords, and then go and, like, pick one of each up each time the blood moon spawns, so you at least have something that's a solid quality. But I can totally understand why some people would think that's cheating, technically. I'm trying to figure out where the radar is sending me here. Oh, it's probably further down, isn't it? Yep. Yeah, it's sending me much further down. Oh, I think I remember this one. Yeah, because there's a crack in the wall here, but you can't... Like, you can see the shrine, but you can't get to it from that point. Ah, man, I gotta remember how you do this one. Well, first of all, I'm not gonna be dealing with his ass the entire time. Get him out of here. From what I remember, yeah, there's a lot of, like, wind sections here where you have to, like, sort of glide from one area to the other and then find something you can blow up. Well, this is kind of where it dropped me off, so this is kind of where I expected to go from here. Other way, maybe? No? Carry a pot from each villageling's house. Oh my gosh, that sounds awful. Oh, that would be such a pain. Like, I kind of remember the gist of this one, but I'm not fully... Because I remember there's just a couple spots like this where you essentially have to blow up a rock and it gives you this ability to, like, glide really high. Do you have to go across the water for this? I honestly don't remember. Oh, why am I so bad at this? Hey, there we go. Okay, now I'm remembering a little bit. And by remembering, I mean guessing correctly. So that takes us here. I don't think it's going to be right here at all, but I'm curious what's up here. Nope, not a thing. Alright, well, that was fun. Alright, cool. Actually got one right on the first try for once. Set that down gently. Alright, thankfully I see this one. Hey, there we are. I guess technically if I'd known where that was, I could have just glided into there, but we got there in the end. That's the important thing. And this part I remember because you kind of have to actually swim in the water a little bit here. Now I'm very glad I went for this one last, because this would have been a hassle to get out of as well. Oh, it's you. No thanks, not interested in fighting those. That's seriously the first time I picked up white choo-choo jelly. On my other file that I played the other night, I got some on the Great Plateau, because there actually are some ice choo-choos there. I just didn't bother exploring the winter area that much in other runs. Even when getting the Korok seeds there, I just didn't bother with it. Alright, what do we got down here? This is not going to be a free one. Steady thy heart. Here, you enjoy that. I mean, I'm mostly looking around for treasures here. If this is supposed to, like, freak me out, it's not doing a very good job. Do-do-do-do-do. I want to jump for it, but I know it's going to kill me because I'm going to hit the spikes, and then he's going to, like, ragdoll over, and then I'm going to fall and be sad. This is less of steady thy heart and more have patience, young grasshopper. But I refuse! Oh, if I had known, I thought that water was way deeper and I thought I was going to have to swim across. Had I known that was going to happen, I would have just frickin' gone up and hit him with a sword. Well, live and learn, right? Or in my case, live. And that's it. Hey, I'll take those. Olé! Drop something on my art, didn't it? Ha 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 ha! I outsmarted you. You thought I'd get distracted by the boxes. I thought there was going to be another one there, but I guess not. Again, boys, if you don't want me to just, like, snag your treasure chest, don't make them out of metal. Cannot stress that enough. I can almost assure you this is going to drop something on me. Yep. No thanks, not interested. Send it to Goodwill. But I can't imagine it has much goodwill if it's, you know, a giant spike ball of doom. Let's tank the hit and keep going. That'll work. Always break it with stasis. Remember, I grew up with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and those games give you a lot of chances to alter time. So If you give me an ability that can alter time in some way, that's going to be the thing I'm going to use very frequently. Rumor has it that forest spirits called Koroks, called Kabils, hide in unexpected spots. Yeah, all 900 of them. And with that, we are done with the northwest corner. Thank goodness. Also, hi, Epona. I'll be sure to call her and move her towards wherever we decide to go next. I'm going to take another look at the map and see what this section looks like. I know this is like the proper Gerudo Desert. This is the highlands up here. There's not too many shrines there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the tower, of course. 6 would put us at 8. Then we could get 2 more upgrades, and then we could go deal with Eldon, which is tempting. And I don't believe any of those shrines require going into Gerudo Forge. I don't think so. I can't say that with 100% certainty. So I'm actually kind of leaning towards going to that. I don't know if there's a good place. There's not really a good place to tackle this from. I guess this would be the closest. The other closest one is, well, not available right now. Because it's the Blood Moon one. Have you played Skyward Sword? I have played Skyward Sword, yes. That is my second favorite behind Majora. I love Skyward Sword. Even before the HD re-release, I loved Skyward Sword. I don't think the motion controls messed me up as much as it did for most players in Skyward Sword. I love almost everything about that game. The only thing I really didn't care for is just the minigame set in that game is just not particularly very strong. I think that's the real downfall it had for me. Other than that, it was all pretty good. Sorry, Mr. Bird, you were an unfortunate victim of circumstance. Alright, let me take a look at this here. Gerudo Tower is about... I mean, it's completely useless. Well, not completely useless, but mostly useless, because it's really far down in the gutter there, but that's where it will be. But we might as well start with the tower. Oh, gosh, that looks like a nightmare. Oh, I can actually mark it from here. Perfect. Nope, that's the other tower. My bad. Oh, that's going to be awful to traverse. I'm going to take a quick break in terms of doing that. We'll keep playing here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. We're going to take a slight detour while I wait for all 3 shots of Revali's Gale to recharge, instead of just having the one. And in the meantime, we'll do a side quest that's... I mean, I'm not actually going to talk to the dudes to start the side quest because I already know the solution, but I'll go grab the things from the side quest. And then I'll give time for Revali's Gale here. But yeah, I absolutely adore Skyward Sword. I loved the dungeons in that one, except for the last one. The last one was kind of eh, but I don't like slide puzzles because for whatever reason my brain cannot comprehend how they work in terms of like doing moves in advance. Which is weird because most puzzle types I'm really good with, but you give me a 9-piece slide puzzle and it's like I just have the mind of a vegetable. Like it just, I don't have a single clue what I'm doing and it's painful to watch. But I loved all the dungeons, loved the characters, loved the art style. I don't mind the motion controls. Loved the areas. I do agree that it felt like the Song of the Hero bit was just kind of a way to make you go back a third time, but I also didn't mind going back a third time through those areas. Give me them silent shrooms. Kick everything open. Really, the big thing you get from this is 2 sapphires, but... some luminous stone, amber, and opal, but yeah, really the sapphire is the big thing there. And then if you want it, the flame blade is right here. Which I'm actually going to take in favor of the soldier spear. Fabulous. Well, I thought that was going to take a tiny bit more time than what it did, because I think Revali's Gale is still... got another 4 minutes on it. Let's see what happens if we go talk to the dudes at the stable. Maybe they'll be like, what? You solved it already? Well, crap. Because normally you go and talk to them and they give you a hint. The problem is they charge you 100 rupees for the hint. So if you already know the solution, just don't waste the 100 rupees. There's no point. Unless they force you to, because in activating the quest, when I first talked to them in my other file, you can't just be like, I don't need the hint, and still have the quest activated. You actually have to get the hint in order for the quest to proper activate on your sub-screen, which is kind of dumb. But maybe they'll say something different now that I've already solved that puzzle.
Hey!
What's up, nerd number 1 and nerd number 2? Yeah, no. But yeah, no, they'll give you the tip, which basically says, I'm going to show it off since we're kind of just using up time here. Hi, Beetle. Don't let me just casually take these apples. If the apples run out, they'll make more. Or find them, I guess. So the hint will basically say, like, cross this bridge. So we can get the name to pop up here. Yeah. Cross the big twin bridge and then cross the little twin bridge and then follow the direction the stream is going from the little twin bridge. And if you do that, then you'll find a treasure somewhere up the side of the waterfall. It doesn't say it in that many words, but that's the idea. Alright, I was expecting a Korok seed, but alright. Do those mark on your map? Oh, they do actually mark on your map. See, that's another thing I don't know if I'd count in doing, like, my air quote full run. Would it be, like, go and get every single one of these little things to pop up of, like, oh, this is what this bridge is because you visited here before. Because there's a lot of stuff you just don't have to. But yeah, we'll add the little twin bridge. Sure, why not? Oops, wrong direction. Off into the sky with all the pretty blue lights. I'll say they did a good job with the colors, like the main colors being orange and blue, because they do complement each other because they're opposite the color wheel for one. But for the other, like, because it's a very sharp blue and orange is kind of just a naturally very bright color, they pop incredibly well. And so unless the shrine is hidden incredibly well, they're very easy to see most of the time. Anything here? Nope, I guess not. Some cod-oos. I guess this is one way to search for items, is you could just do this. See, even if at this point I wanted to climb that mountain, I'd have to wait for the rain to stop, so... Whee! What you got? Oh. Well, I don't think I have anything that's worth, Nah, not really. Stop that. You doof. Oi! You spot yourself a one-way ticket to the Shadow Realm, my friend. Oh yeah, like I didn't just see you hide directly in front of me. Dum-dums. I guess I could unpause that while I'm waiting for Rivali's Gale to kick in. See if there's an easier way to get around this, but I don't think there is. Not really, it's kind of just set on a line like that. Probably the best way to do it would actually be going to the Cryonis Shrine. The shrine that you get Cryonis on the Great Plateau, and then just going southwest from there and going through the Wasteland area. And even that's not perfect, but it's easier.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Cool, we're gonna need to stop raining though. I wonder if it'll let me pull off something that it probably shouldn't allow me to pull off. Oh hi, it's another one of you. Don't think I didn't see your friend here. I gotta deal with these two idiots here. Alright. Yes, it will let me pull it off. Sweet. Noon will do. I changed my mind. Night will do because I saw it was on that thing and it was lightning. No thank you. Take a hard pass on the lightning. There we go. That's better. Speaking of earning yourself a one-way trip to the Shadow Realm. Later, nerd! Aw, that should have sent him, like, way farther than that, but whatever. Apparently Link will never be good as the guy that can punt the, for the extra point / field goal. I don't watch football, I don't know the name of that player. I know, like, what a quarterback and a linebacker are. I know what a defensive line is, but I'm not an expert in like, oh yeah, this is exactly what this specific position is. Ah, speed up at night is wonderful. Plus, since I actually have halfway decent defense on this, it was actually better than what I was using. I needed that for the prevention of losing health due to the ice, but now that I'm not in an ice area anymore. Which I will be here pretty shortly, because I'm going to be high up again, and then it's going to be like, hey, you're high up, it's cold. I thought I double tapped that, and I fooled myself out of that one. There we go, there's the, it's cold, you're going to run low on health. Fine. How many, like... No, that's lowering your body temperature. Surely one piece of armor would be enough. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. No, get off of that, you doofus. Nope, you're actually gonna make me climb it. Alright, well, fine. As long as it doesn't suddenly decide, like, hey, guess what? We're raining. Too bad. Oh, look, another one. Bye. If you need me, I'll be at the top of the mountain. Link, it was just a 10-story fall. You'll be fine. Sorry for obsessively collecting the mushrooms, but I know it's one of like the few pieces that will let you dye clothing purple, even though we haven't dyed any clothing. There's not too many materials that will let you dye purple. It's like that, Swift Violets, and like one other thing, I think. Maybe two other things. Not very many, though. The mushrooms are going to be the most common one that you'll find, so as a result, they're the ones that I have the chance to pick up the most. Why were you spinning in circles, boy? I'll teach you. Those trees look suspicious. We must find out more. Plus, we're kind of going that way anyway. Oh, I'm not dealing with those guys. Ow. It's a deer. We'll leave him be. Oh, it's not one of the fake Otterrock ones. I thought it was going to be for some reason. Alright, what's inside? Hey, I was actually running kind of low on those. Thank you. That was a very good time to give me those. I think I was down to like 3 or maybe even 2. I was even thinking about that earlier. Like, I'm about to go into a potentially snowy area for at least a little bit while I cross over to Gerudo. I really, really should grab some more fire arrows, and then just didn't think about doing it. Oh, more ice bats. Lovely. Oh, that was a bad shot. There we go. Hello, sirs. You should blow your horn at me. Oh, hey, he dropped ice arrows. Nice. Nope, absolutely not dealing with those. I'm afraid you've got the wrong man. I'm not interested in those. What? Oh, you know what, dude? You got no one to blame but yourself for setting those up. Also, if you could stop shooting at me, that would be awesome. There we go. Bye-bye. Oh, I thought these were blue ones. I was wondering why they weren't taking, like, any damage at all. Oh, that's not what I want. I want this. Alright, that wasn't the dude I was aiming for to attack, but, I mean, guess what? He put himself first in line, so... Or the game did, anyway. Really should have cooked more before I came here, but it's fine. Yeah, how about you block this, sucker? You're not gonna do that stupid spinning move again. Oh, for crying out loud, that should have damaged him. Yeah, you can do your little, like, psychotic barbarian jump. I can just sidestep that. Nope, not this time, my friend. You got lucky the first time. I'm not letting that happen twice. Now, what were y'all guarding over here besides some ice arrows? Anything of value? Oh, the truffles, I guess. They gave their life to protect truffles. How does that make them feel? Probably pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Is there anything in here besides bats? I see the bats. I just got flashbacks to having to shoot the slugs off the ceiling in the second dungeon in Twilight Princess just then. Did anybody else get that vibe? That was really weird. Had some like hardcore deja vu. It's been a while since I did Twilight Princess. I would not be opposed to them re-releasing that for Switch. I know they did the HD version for Wii U, but the problem is that is on the Wii U, and yeah, enough said. I don't even own the HD version of that. I do own the HD version of Wind Waker, because I think it was enough of a... Like, there was enough of an increase in good things in that, namely the Swift Sail and less tingle requirements of, like, having to do all the stupid Triforce chart deciphering. And the HD thing fixed most of the issues I had. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that. Almost gone anyway. But I never got that with Twilight Princess. I was just like, I don't really... Just not feeling like it was enough to warrant getting it, so... But if it was on the Switch, then at that point, yeah, I would definitely consider it. It just happened to be on a not great console, that's all.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Alright, so what I do remember from this one is there's basically no, like, spots to stop. The little things you can stand on halfway through. So even though it looks like, oh, it's really... like, really far down there, it'd be easy to just glide to. And it is. If you're going to climb it from the base, you're going to have some substantial problems. Which is why, of course, we are not doing that. Also a raid! And Kazuichi's screaming like a banshee! That freaking picture of Kazuichi, it's so freaking good. Ludicolo, thank you for the raid. Welcome to Gerudo Tower, where we have a Bard Bird Boy, or a Blue Bard Bird Boy. And now we can run the guns. I'll just pause the game right here. Run the guns! I will warn you, this raid is like really bad and really out of date, but hey, we'll make do with what we got.
shall stick with my evil until the very end! I've got you in my sights.
I will say, for as weak as that raid is, the part where McCree shoots the guy without even looking at him, where it makes the target test sound noise if you're hitting a target, that part's pretty good. I actually kind of like that part. I will probably be keeping that in at the very least, because it's just, it's so good. It's also reminding me how silly it is that, like, I have a couple of Overwatch things in there, well, more than a couple, actually, and I don't think we've ever streamed Overwatch. It's just something I play in my spare time, but I don't think we've ever streamed it. You may or may not have lost your mascot. Did your mascot die in-game or something? Did it ascend? Was it Zenyatta? Did he transcend to a higher plane? Oh, Nuzlocke. Ah. That makes sense. Well, this tier is dropping for you, then. And landed directly on my iPhone. Now I'm going to have to upgrade it. I did all this work to get in this map, and now I'm going to have to trade it in for a different iPhone. Regional map extracted. Well, once I get control of Link here again in a second. There we go. First and foremost, we've been playing Breath of the Wild, unsurprisingly. You probably could have guessed that by the title of the stream. Pretty much what we've done this far is we took care of the 2 shrines in Akala that I did not yet have done, which for the ones that we have not done that are on the map leaves the one down here, because we need a scale from the dragon that's in the Elden area, which is there. The one that is in Hyrule Castle, which is about roughly here, which is a major test of strength. And the one right here, because you have to wait for a blood moon, and quite frankly, I didn't have the patience to wait any further. Other than that, everything else has been done for the shrines outside of the pieces of the map we don't have, which is Elden, Gerudo, and then the Gerudo Highlands, which we literally just took care of. And so now we're going to be starting here. There's only, I believe, 6 shrines in this section, which will be enough to get me to 8 orbs. And then once we get to 8 orbs, I'll probably grab 2 more hearts, and at that point, we'll be making our way to Elden. Will likely be my guess. I'll probably save Gerudo for last. But, for now, let's have a look at the map here. Because in order to make it slightly easier, because I've already played the game through a couple times, but it will make it just easier in general for me. It won't be me fumbling around as much as the important thing. I'm using a map to give me, like, a relative idea of where everything is. Just a relative. I'm not being like, hey, this is exactly how you do this by going here, here, and here. But it will give me a relative idea of where everything is, and as a result, it will make things go by faster, because while it is fun to watch people flounder around, Breath of the Wild's kind of a long game. So, it's probably best you don't have to sit there and forcibly wait. Hi, Cass.
Oh. Oh.
Hello. Yeah, let's hear a song. We usually don't listen to Cass, just because his songs take a while, but I do adore him. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. As light shines from the northwest skies, something something arrow flies, pierce heaven's light to reveal the prize. Oh, usually he gives you like a slight hint there, but I guess he didn't even do that. So yeah. So the answer to your question, Mr. Blue Barred Bird Boy, is, in short, you gotta stand here And then I don't think it matters if it's the moon or sun. You basically fire at the top of this when the moon/sun lines up correctly. But we have the ability to do a wonderful thing called cheating, which actually isn't cheating at all. It's literally just making time go faster. Because as much fun as it is to just sit there doing nothing, I don't think people want me to just sit there doing nothing for a ridiculous amount of time. I believe it's around 1 o'clock that it shows up for the day one. If not, we'll just make it go to night. I know the night one works, because I waited till night. And you don't have to actually, like, hit the tower or anything. You just have to, like, fire it at the tip of the tower when it goes by, and it'll recognize that. You know, if I could find where the sun was in the sky, that would probably help. Also, I'm going to take poor Link out of his armor, because I'm sure it's sweaty as all get up. There's the sun. I'm just going to hold it there for the time being. It'll shake a little bit because I've got the control in my lap, so each time that I, like, slightly move, as a result, it will do that. But we can leave it there for now. Also, since I mentioned it earlier, but we've had new people in chat since, in theory, and bear in mind I'm saying in theory, I will have Saturday off, so that means that I should have a decent chance to stream either Saturday or Sunday between those two. Probably Sunday, but I can't say that with 100% certainty, but either of those 2 days. I say in theory because bear in mind with how scheduling has been, the last time I had a weekend day off, not even the full weekend, just a day and the weekend off, was June the 5th. It's now almost October. So yeah, grain of salt and all that. But if we can, in theory, I'll see if I can get Icarus to do more Paper Mario. It's very hard to line up her schedule with mine because I'm working 63 to 65 hours a week now while we're waiting for the two of our staff on break to get back and the staff that we're hiring to finish their training, which cannot happen fast enough. And then her also having a job in a different town, not too terribly far away, but enough to where we can't just meet up whenever we feel like it, because it takes 5 minutes to drive over. Where's the sun? It went behind the clouds. There we go. It must have been like 1 a.m. for the moon, because I was like, I think it's 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. for the sun, but no, this is going to be closer to like 3, probably. But this was as close as I could have gotten it for the sun, because if I had gone to evening/night, it would have long since passed this point. I feel bad for making Link hold this pose for, like, an unreasonable amount of time. I don't know how many people have, like, actually shot a bow, compound or otherwise. I have. Holding the drawstring back for, like, even a minute, just 60 seconds, is incredibly difficult to do. So the fact he's done it for, like, an hour, his arms must be fried. Cool, that'll work. So yeah, it can be sun or moon. Either one works. Whichever Pokemon game you prefer. We've done it. I like how it was on the one spot that had, like, sandy/gravelly ground instead of just hard rock. Suffice to say, I'm getting the feeling this will probably be a blessing shrine. Oh, maybe not. Okay, seriously, this is like the 5th test of strength we've run across today. This is absolutely unbelievable. I'll just keep that on, honestly. Because, like, for reference's sake, because we did this area up here, this was a major test of strength. I know there was other ones. Like, that was a major test of strength, that was a major test of strength. And that was a major test of strength. So if we could take on 3 of those without much difficulty, I doubt a medium test is going to be bad. Alright, show me what you can do. Although I'm not... Oh, wow, you can just be a cheap person and stun me that way. Alright. If we're going to play that way, then... I think that's the end of that fight. Actually, I'd kind of rather have the sword rather than the spear. Yeah, we've already got a spear for the Guardian set. We'll take the sword. And continue on our merry adventure. Maybe get something good out of this. I have a feeling it's probably going to be like a semi-precious stone. Topaz, ruby, sapphire. No! Frostblade, okay. Yeah. I do love the flame blades, but I got 2 of those and the 2-handed one, so I'll take one of the one-handed ice ones. I need to double check my house and see what I left in it. I think I got all the like 2-handed elemental weapons, one of each, fire, ice, and electric in there, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 99% sure. May the goddess smile upon you. And with any luck, it will be the seductive smile, not the just friends smile. Obedient horses will follow pathways without being told to. Leave the running up to your loyal steed every once in a while so you can enjoy the scenery. That's something we also did too. I think I showed it on the map by accident, but yeah, we also picked up Epona. I used the amiibo for that, so. If you do pick up Epona, she's got like 4 stars and everything, gentle temperament, and she's already fully bonded with you. You also cannot change your name, but even if I could, I wouldn't. I would still name her Epona. I don't typically change Epona's name in Twilight Princess either, unless I'm going to do like a joke one. Where you can have whatever her name is be like, "Hi Link, I washed my balls for you," or something like that. But largely, I'll just leave it Epona. Like, I would change Link's character name before I would change Epona's, honestly. I know it says it's cold on the radar, but, like, man, this looks like something out of Dune. It feels like it should be 1,000,000 degrees hot here. Let me take a look at the map here. Yeah, we should be, like, relatively on top of this. I think. Let me zoom in a little bit more here. This is about where it is. Hello? Probably farther down, if I had to guess. Oh. Man. You need to get your eyes checked. I remember what this one is, though. This is an easy puzzle. They literally give you the solution right here. They're like, just drop a luminous stone on the little pedestal right there, and then they give you a bunch of luminous stones. And then you can also just pick it back up after you're done with it. Here, enjoy. Accept this offering of a shiny rock that is not currently shiny because it is the daytime. But in case no one believed me, the sign here. Seek power untold, offer shining blue stone, which almost makes you think you'd have to do it at night, but no, you don't have to. As long as it's the luminous stone, you're good. Which I appreciate, but that would have been a quick fix. Just throw a campfire down, wait till night, and then drop one down, so it wouldn't have been too bad. Alright, what do we got here? 2 bombs. Falco only, final destination. Oh, dude. Just drop it down. Yeah, you know what, that'll work. Oh, I think I remember this one. Is there a chest back here or anything? Yeah. What you got inside? Hey! I'm always down for some money. I said I was going to show off that money grinding trick, and then I never got around to it, but oh well. Ta-da! Alright, what's behind door number 2? Dude, you gotta quit doing that. It's the instinct from Ocarina Majora, for in case anyone's wondering, like, what the hell is he doing? The reason I keep doing that... Hold on, let me actually solve this puzzle first. There we go. The reason I keep doing that is because in Ocarina / Majora, if you're holding a bomb, you can drop it with A, which will drop it in front of you, but if you want to drop it, like, exactly where you're standing, you hit the bumper button, because then he'll pull out a shield, which will drop it exactly where you want it to go. That's why I keep doing that like an idiot. Whee. Okay, lift those and close the door. Switch. Oh, it blew up the other one. Of course it did. Awesome. Come on. Back you get. There you go.
Yep.
Whee. Man, if you'd gotten up there, why did you do that? There.
Yep.
Please don't run into each other. If the square one could just fall in there. Perfect. Perfect. Now we'll see now. Here's the problem. I gotta lower that again. What is with this stupid square bomb? Just go. Quit knocking into each other. There, that was all I was trying to do. My god. Alright. Let's wait for that one to go over. Bomb. Which gets us up here, locks the door. I'm not going to be hasty or stupid this time. I'm going to wait. And then I will lower it, but open the door for you. My gosh, that was... That took much more effort than it should have. Like, I knew exactly what to do, and that square bomb was just not having it with me today. May the goddess smile upon you. Man, we're getting up there. We're almost at 100 shrines now. We'll be at 96 by the time we're done here. And that'll leave the 3 we're missing, which will take us to 99, and then the remaining 21 for the final areas. There's a fair few in Gerudo and Eldin, respectively, to be fair. Yes, those 4. Alright. We went counterclockwise last time. We were going through shrines, so let's go clockwise. Have a little bit of variance in there. Oh, that was not enough. I thought it would be. Wolves. That'll teach you to try and attack me. Thank you, Falco, for letting me use your power. I'll wait for it to... Well, I won't wait for it to recharge, but I look forward to it recharging. I'm glad they realized that was, like, the most utility-based one, and that you didn't have to wait, like, 15 minutes for it to recharge. Oh, hello. Wait, stop, I just want to shoot you in the butt. Oh, I fell off the edge. Oh, I got him in the butt twice. That should have been enough. There we go. Excuse me, sir. First of all... Hey, get out of that. Dude, I fired that arrow. Please, just let me go. Okay, seriously, now you're just stun locking me. You know what? Nope. You brought this on yourself. As soon as the game will let me use my ability. Thank you. I didn't think that was going to happen. That was actually pretty funny. Nope, leave that bear alone. I think bears are adorable. Excuse me, Mr. Bear. I don't know why you're after me. I was trying to get that idiot rider off of your butt. There you go, be free. Also free of that guy. Be free, completely. Man, he didn't drop arrows. What an ass. I expected some ice arrows out of that, and I didn't get anything. Be free, bears, be free. No, don't come after me. I saved your life from being stuck as a mount for that stupid bokoblin. That gave me a lot more height than I was expecting to on that gust of air there. I would gladly take that. Because without Rivali's Gale, that would have been a pain to climb up. Now it's nice and simple. Hello, what have we here? Hey, another sapphire. I've been picking up a lot of those. 9? That's a fair few. Another semi-precious stone, maybe? Since it's, hello? Please don't roll down the mountain. No, purple rupee. Truly the best color of rupee. Despite it not being the most valuable one. Do you drop anything good? I can never remember if these guys drop anything. No, they don't really drop anything too terribly impressive. That's a little disappointing. I hear a dragon. Is there a dragon? Hey, there's a dragon. There's also these guys, which are being obnoxious. That's weird. It wouldn't let me get out of first person there. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get to him, unfortunately. He's not in a good spot. I don't have Rivali's Gale to boost me up where I need to go. Ah well. We'll run into them soon enough. In my defense, again, I have to keep the game audio on my end extremely low so it doesn't echo from my microphone. So I can like barely hear any. I can barely hear the shrine radar going off. It better be over. Okay, I was gonna say it better be over this hill, because if it's not, then we're gonna have to go hunt for it. And I really didn't want to have to do that any more than I already had. Sometimes it's nice to just have one of, like, when you're on the tower, you're like, oh, it's right there. All I gotta do is just glide to it. Plus it gets boring having major tests of strength. And also, like, having the ones that are just blessing shrines that they just give it to you. I'd rather do the shrine puzzle, personally. Man, don't shoot me. Lazy. I mean, to be fair, I should have noticed it regardless, because I should have been like, why is the wind current being weird right now? That should have been the dead giveaway, but I didn't think anything of it. It's the fourth... I mean, it's the fourth major test of strength we've done, and, like, either the fifth or sixth test of strength period we've done overall. I think the other two, or other one, were average or modest. That was the word I was looking for. I was like, I know they all start with M, but medium is not the word that I'm looking for here. Dude, I hit you so many times. How did you manage to still be able to get that stupid ability off? Yeah, go ahead, try it again, see what happens. I don't think he's getting it back out of this one. Yeah, I didn't think so. There's one of those Guardian Shield double pluses. I'll take that. Other than that, I should be able to pick up the remaining stuff. Yep, sweet. Oh, that was just the Night Shield. That's the first time in dealing with the fifth one of those where that did not become a problem with inventory. I'm trying to figure out what to keep and what to get rid of. Though we might be running into that problem right about now. Nope, just a silver rupee. Alright, that works. Truth be told, I don't mind seeing silver and gold rupees as the rewards. Thanks for the heal, I appreciate that. Even though I think he only hit me with the laser, I think everything else I either stopped him from doing with stasis or stopped him from doing by doing enough damage to him. So that leaves those three right there, red, yellow, and blue. However, it is unfortunately time for me to go to bed, because I do have to be up at about 10, and it's about 2 right now, so I need to get my 8 hours in, because, God help me, I need all help I can get to get through. I know I'm going to regret doing this, but I'm going to look on Microsoft Teams right now anywhere where my schedule's posted, because I gotta know, did it change again? Please be a no. A no would be wonderful right now. It has not changed yet. The problem is, of the 4 spots where people need to be stationed, there's still one spot that is not on the schedule at all, and there's only 3 people available to take that spot on the schedule. One of which is somebody that refuses to work weekends, and he's the scheduler, so what he wants he gets. The other person has been working just as many days in a row as I have, and then the third one is, of course, myself. I guess technically speaking, I've worked 1 day longer than the other person in question has. That will not make a difference in the slightest in what my scheduler decides to do. He'll just do what he wants. But in the meantime, let's find a raid target. There's a couple people doing Breath of the Wild right now. Oh, this is like, well, no, I guess it's not super early. She got 3 stamina wheels and 3 hearts, so like me, she was doing a run where it was stamina only and then a 3-heart run. Which was fun. I enjoyed doing that, so. I shall send you to her. And in the meantime, thank you all for watching. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see something this weekend for Paper Mario. If not, I'll probably stream Breath of the Wild at some point. But take care, and we will see you guys in the coming days. All the other stuff is archived, by the way. I've archived every other thing outside of this video itself. So, if you go to the Pit Martha Roy live streams, which is below the link there, you can always check through that and see all those videos. Haven't done the description for them. At some point, I'll get around to that. But until then, take care, and see you guys later.